Hello, everyone. Welcome to this season of DPL here. This week, I'm going to be your action caster for today. My name is SickGamer01. Here I'm joined by Troy, your color caster. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello. Yeah, I'm Troy. You've seen me before. Doing color today.
Yeah. So today we are going to be going over the, let's see, it is the Arise versus Tempo matchup. So what do you think of these two teams? I think you've seen them a little bit more recently than I have.
Yeah, Arise, it's a really good match. This Tempo as well, both very high on the leaderboard currently, so this is going to be one well-fought battle. Good players, both of them. Might be able to pull up the roster, so we could talk about them a little bit more.
Yeah, I see a few names here that I recognize, mostly Surfront, Fellow, Lacking, here and there, Sachi definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I know those are pretty good players from what I remember.
Yeah, Arise has a very good lineup. Tempo is also not to be underestimated. Some players I'm not too familiar with, but I know Fellow and Machina can hold their own in battle, so I assume the other three can as well. Arise, Coconut, Lacking, Noon, Sachi, Siglo. We've seen them play before. They're quite regulars at this point. Very good players. It's just going to be a very tough battle for both teams. And I'm very curious to see if we can learn something new from them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm generally excited to see them. It's been a long time since I've firstly seen some really high-level DPL, and I'm kind of excited to see it, considering these are Tempo currently, I think, one on the leaderboard with the Rise on third. These are seemingly pretty heavy hitters here.
Oh yeah, we're probably gonna see some very quick plays. Might see very short matches or very tactical, long, drawn-out matches. Anyway, both of these players are completely locked in and ready to just instantly snap to anybody's head. So I'm very curious to see who's gonna play the mob and who's gonna play the Saber sniper rifle. I believe Coconut usually takes a sniper rifle as well. I'm curious to see who in Tempo will pick it up and what plays we can see, because the Saber in the right hands, absolutely crazy.
We'll have to see if those predictions are correct.
Yeah. Are we ready to start the match soon? By the way, the game we're going to be playing today is Due Process. It's currently in the Steam Summer Sale, which means that it's for an incredibly low price, like 90% off. Go get your copy now, especially if you like it. It's so worth. Join the community, maybe even join the DPL team. We might be seeing you at one point here on stage. So, because currently we're gonna see Tempo versus Arise. What maps do you think might influence their defense or attack specifically? Because usually Kill Dome is pretty crazy with the strats, pretty crazy elevation as well. What do you think we're gonna see?
1 second here.
Oh, and we're in game. Well, look at that. First match is Factory. It's one of the newer Factory maps. Large open spaces. We're seeing Tempo defend. Now Tempo is attacking on the attacking team and Arise is defending. Both teams are making very elaborate plans right now. We see Tempo drawing out a plan to push through server farms, the free door, using very little explosives, very little utility, saving it for later. Arise, on the other hand, is planning to hold office with a lot of force. Also barbing up, using 2 barbed wire. This is a pretty economically sparing round. Both teams seem to know that server farm is the correct play, and they seem to be keen on preventing the enemy team from holding that. Lots of smokes are being planned out, lots of rotations. They might even just completely skip office and go through servers, getting the light switch, and playing it long range. What do you think, gamer?
Real quick, sorry, I was dealing with some technical difficulties myself, but yeah, we're gonna see a little bit of those long range angles there. That line on the docks looks very fun. It's always, I always love a little bit of docks plays if we get those, but I feel like they're very rare. But
yeah, the attackers do seem to be maybe want to blow that docks. They also see lines drawn from server farms, so I'm curious, is it going to be a split push or... Oh, look at that helicopter, that's awesome. No fall damage in DP, thank God.
God, I think I would have died a lot of times if that was the case. Listen, doing parkour is a lot of fun. Oh yeah, they are setting up for that docks. I think they are going to see that charge go down, I think. There, yep, we got them ready for it.
The defenders are aware though, and they are lining up the long range weapons.
Smokes go out, lots of fire. Immediately, we're going to see a lot of rotates back into that backside of factory there. Getting ready as the attackers are going to be pushing in, trying to get shots. Surfer going to get taken out there as we see them continue to push forward. Fellow taking a little bit of damage, and then we do actually see Lacking go down. We do see one sneaking up from behind in that docks area. We do see one covering that. See where that's going to go there, and it is going to go towards the attackers on that little flank, so they should be good. It is currently 2v4 here, but one of the defenders running in though takes one out, and then does get a little bit of a trade there with Fellow. I think taking out them sadly in the end. We're gonna see it's just that one left, and it's gonna get rushed by the two, and the round will go to Tempo.
Yeah, exactly like we talked about. Very quick rounds, very quick pushes. The attackers do have 50 more HP than the defenders, so these quick matches where you just get lots of little 1v1s are just very advantageous for the attackers. They played it very smart, very quick. They use a bit of utility, but they do get to keep the clacker and take long-range defender weapons with them for the next round. I think this was a very good start for Tempo, and it's gonna set them up for the next two matches as well.
Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, again, one of those things that's really nice about seeing two really good teams is we did see someone set up for that flank and someone immediately ready to protect that with that smoke they did, and then the one sitting there protecting against the guy with I think Allegros who ran into the end, who managed to get taken out.
Yeah, very good teamwork. Love to see these high-level plays. Like one person goes right, the other covers his left. It's perfect. Another helicopter map, funnily enough. Not sure if there was planned beforehand, but there aren't many helicopter maps, and we're getting two in a row now. This time C-Store, bit more close quarters. The attackers seem to be want to cut a little slit out of entrance, maybe take a sniper pick or two off, getting at least vision on storefront. Further, they seem to be wanting to go for Teller, which is a free push, but very difficult to actually get hold of, I feel. There's a little cash exchange hole through the bulletproof glass, there we go, which the defenders can just shoot through. Seems like they want to send one person there and the rest maybe door charge the red door in storage. They seem to be changing plans. The defenders are very clear on what they want to do. They just place one barbed wire in Teller, and that's about it. That's all that's planned out. Very curious to see. This might be another very quick match, but if they all get funneled into Teller, I don't think that's a smart idea. That's just setting up for a collateral. Oh, they seem to be blowing shed.
Yeah,
shed
but they're using a lot of their util here because they just used wall charge. Now they're talking about using torch, blowing shed. They're spending some stuff here.
Yeah, they're definitely spending. They do have two clackers still, so they can afford to just lose one. So no reason not to go a red door. They're dropping on the roof. Very cool to see. Very cool to see. They're rotating instantly to shed. Let's see the action.
We see that torch immediately getting ready, burning that. We're going to see Machina there with a nice little saber to kind of watch that angle as they push him through shed, it seems. Immediately some shots go out, but nothing going too crazy yet. Still taking their time. Seen this a few times. An old DPL of some teams that definitely wanted to take their time. But yeah, we see a smoke go out, so they're going to try and get rid of that arcade watch, and then we see a molly immediately go out, going to take a little bit of damage on Surf front there, and they are going to have to wait for that molly. We are going to see Neglect try and go in, I think, to that Teller, try and make that a little bit of a safer push. We're going to see them push in again. Ooh, the lights are going to go out, and there is a little bit of a fire exchange there. As managed to take out 2 there. We see 2 down on that shed push. So it is just let's see if we can. Yeah, it's just Fellow on that push with Machina trying to see what they can do on the other side there. We're gonna see a rotate out there as a nade does go out. We're gonna see Fellow push in, try and see what to do, but does get taken out, and it is just gonna be Neglect and Machina here as the entirety of Arise is pretty much, well, besides one there, it's a little hurt. But everyone else is pretty clean, ready to go, and this looks like a rough push if Tempo wants to try and see if they can take this back. But I don't think we're gonna really see that too much. Again, I think they're trying to regroup, trying to see what they do or what they can do, try and hide that clacker there. I saw that, very important. But I think they're just gonna try and hold and not make too many rash decisions. Honestly, not a bad play, but we are gonna see Neglect try and see what he can do though. Gonna push through. Some shots going out, maybe some just fun, but is gonna get taken out there by Lacking. And it's just Machina outside holding the saber, a flash, and the torch. But Lacking is going to try and see maybe peek out, see if he can get something here. But no, I think the round will just go to Arise there.
Wow, very well played. There we go. Like we mentioned before, that push there to Teller, it's just setting up for a collateral. It's a lot of people stacked on top of each other in a very small space. One good swing just has the potential to take a lot of them out. We did also see the Saber Sniper by Machina. Good overwatch on Storefront. Sadly, the defenders were aware of the little slot he had cut out and weren't too keen on peeking that. Very good call. Turning the lights off, giving the Saber even more advantage. Very well played. Nothing really to complain. Machina did save the Saber. Definitely a smart play. The clacker was hidden. Don't need that. They have another one, which they're taking to bank on a map I have not seen too much before. Very big ventilation shaft. Teller, which does not have a door into lobby, and a green entrance right next to the vault. It seems like Arise is planning on sitting in a bathroom with the automatic shotgun. That's going to be some very interesting clips we're going to get out of that.
My favorite play. I wake up every day just to see more auto shotty run out of a bathroom and blow through everyone out of a red door. That's all I want.
I'm supposed to be unbiased, but I really hope that's going to connect some. It's that's going to be great. Tempo seemingly wanting to blow Hall. Very smart. It's quite close to button. Honestly, you don't even need to take full control of Hall. Maybe even just flash it heavily, smoke it, go for button. The rest of the team going entrance, which can quickly move through security into vault. This could be a very quick match, especially with the attacking team's plan and the defenders' team plan. This is going to just be carnage. Very aggressive play. Lots of kills. Yeah, love to see it. Oh, look at that camera. Look at them.
We love those cinematic camera angles. That's why we got three people doing cameras right now. Anyways, they're setting up for that green push with a split on red. I think they're getting ready for it. They're timing themselves pretty well here. Yeah, we see that smoke go out, going to try and get rid of that lobby or little peak, but we are going to see, Molly's going to keep them there, and they're all ready for that red door. I think they blew a, when they blew that red door, I think there was a fire extinguisher there, and Neglect is just, I think, really just trying to keep the pressure on them, keep them thinking about that hall, really just for rotates. To make that a little bit unsafe, especially because it doesn't seem like it's a very easy way to get out of the lobby. But we're going to see flashes go out, and we're going to see the attackers push in there. Some shots from security, and they were ready for it. And they managed to take out Noon actually on Teller there. Fellow taking out Noon there. We're going to push into that security, cycle those doors. I think, oh, no, they're going to hold that for now. I think they're trying to get their bearings here. We still see some security shots going through. Well, we do see some 2 pushing in there, but and that auto shot gets taken out immediately. That was really rough there on that side. But they do have, attackers do have button control and are, I think, just basically working on getting to lobby now as we see the defenders pull back and try and really make sure they hold that accounting, that servers, that manager, all kind of separated there. But we are going to see, I think, torching through, I think I heard a torch there, to that security, getting ready on that. And they do have the auto shot of the attackers here. Neglect holding it himself with Machina ready on that security. If they're going to be torching open that door there to make that a little bit safer. We are going to see some wall bangs try and go through it, but I don't think they really met with anything. We're going to see some mollies to keep them away. While the defenders are low on people, they are managing to keep them out of that accounting, trying to waste their time as much as they can, as it should be known. The defenders can waste as much time as they can win there. But we do see, oh wow, immediately they got taken out. I didn't even get to see that exactly. And manager, they just got to that window, took out, I think that was Sachi, and then oh no, I think that was, yeah, I think that was Sachi. But we're seeing them get taken out.
Sarah from pulling it back. Wow, that was way too close. Arise Sigalo with a 4K, just like that. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, such a shame of that auto shotgun. They checked their corners. That's why you check your corners, people. They probably knew there was somebody in bathroom. Of course there would be somebody in bathroom.
I mean, they absolutely just pinched the person who ran out with the auto shotty. So it was just, they had to have known.
Yeah, that's why you check your corners. Auto shotgun didn't even get a chance to do anything. Still, the defenders, and then especially Sigalo, almost pulled that back. That was a really scary moment. Very good shooting.
It got down to 1v1s there. I really thought Tempo was going to be a little bit safer on that. Was it the managers to accounting window? But one person, I think I was trying to figure it out. Just popped right through that window immediately, and that really surprised me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they defended it beautifully. Honestly, they did lose the round, but losing 2 people that early on in a 3v5 and then somehow pulling it back to a 1v1, just very impressive stuff. Moving on to Factory, but this time with the team switch. So Tempo is going to be defending and Arise is going to be attacking. I think plans are somewhat similar. The defenders are actually drawing how many people defend certain areas. That's very interesting, and I don't think I've seen that before. The attackers are doing a split push, 3 going for server farms, which is an open door, but it's gonna get barbed, so need a torch or a nade, or just decide to rotate, because they are gonna be blowing storage, the red door. It's quite a safe red door to blow, but pushing out through that green door is kind of scary when they have that office overwatch, that elevated position, which they can just peek out of at any moment. So they do need to clear office, but once they do, they basically just get access through servers or storage into dock, which is gonna give them a very powerful position. They still have to pull it off though, with Tempo defending as well as they are, hiding. They've thrown little places where people spawn, rotations. I don't think any plays are gonna be made by dock, unlike Tempo themselves did.
Yeah, we're seeing a torch on server farm and a charge on that storage there. So I think we're getting a split push, and they're gonna just try and pinch anyone in the office there, which is luckily not too many for Tempo there. So if they do get pinched, they probably won't lose too much on that.
I would love to see a flanking push, like a pinching push into office, 2 doors at the same time.
There we go. Very exciting. Some shots go out. We see good smoke on that server farm there. Immediately something I'm noticing different between these teams is I feel like Tempo beforehand when they were attacking was just much more synced up on their things, but here we're actually seeing a little bit of a change in that, and that might do pretty well for Arise here. Some shots go out, I think, just on that office. I don't think anything really connecting right now. I think just trying to keep them scared. We do see some shots there, them pushing into office there, but and then we get a nice little trade there as as Rennie tried to help out and did manage to get the trade, but does get taken out by lacking there. Now we have the attackers have full control of office. There is a molly there keeping them out. Again, just trying to waste that time. We do see, I think there's an angle from that little crate right next to bomb there that one of them is trying to get through. We do see some shots going to that storage door, but I don't think they're really connecting with anything. Yes, we do see some, I think they're good little bits, but ooh, lacking managed to take out Neglect there, who was on that back docks-way. It is mostly just gonna be, I think that's Fellow. Yeah, it's just Fellow holding as Machina gets taken out on that Toxic Factory, and then Noon just comes around, takes out Fellow, and the round will go to Arise.
Wow. Yeah, that was very good to watch. Very clean plays by Arise just all around. Even though Tempo showed beautifully like picking the right weapon for the right situation, like having 2 close range weapons in office, and then Machina and Fellow more in the long range, holding long angles with the Ingmars. It was very cool to watch. Sadly, Machina fell without Fellow knowing it, which means that he ran into essentially the enemy, thinking that Machina was covering him on that side. Unfortunate to see. They also were pushing through a barbed wire into office, completely uncontested. That was definitely not something that should have happened. They shouldn't have let that happen. It's a 2-2 now, so like we thought it's gonna be a close game. Very exciting. Arise just planning to go into shed, I believe, but this time with a smoke. Maybe not. Tempo defending bathroom heavily. Expecting some mollies through freezer. Barbed wire. Very interesting places. Very interesting to hold bathroom that hard. I guess they really don't want them to touch the light switch. Or maybe they're gonna touch the light switch themselves. They do bring out flares to illuminate some of the attackers. Because the defenders don't have night vision, but the attackers do. So if the lights go out, you don't want it to be a one-sided fight. The attackers seem to switch to entrance, doing a wall bang. I believe that differs from what we saw last round. Very cool to see. They're gonna nade into arcade. I think they believe there might be a barbed wire there. I don't think there is a barbed wire there, so maybe baiting out a grenade from the attackers would be very good for Tempo. What do you think of this? Like, I'm not sure if I like that entrance push. It's quite open. Like the defenders can peek from a lot of different angles. Like the entirety of freezer can basically look onto entrance.
I feel like you're spending a lot on entrance to get not that close to bomb. I mean, right? I guess you are one room away technically, but storefront is its gigantic room if it is. But you're gonna have to fight through a lot here for spending that much for it. That's kind of what I worry about.
There's also split push going into Teller, and Teller doesn't seem to be barbed up, which might be a huge mistake for the defenders.
Oh, there's one barb. We see the wall charge go out. Some shots in there by Noon, trying to see what he can get done. You see that nade actually go out, get rid of that barb and Teller, because Zigalo trying to get into Teller there. Machina is going to be watching it. Yeah, we see Teller get opened up. I mean, well, power's out, so not getting much from that, but you're getting in at least. Some flashes go out. We're gonna see, I think it's Fellow trying to get some wall bangs with that knack there. There's lots of fire goes out in between the storefront and arcade. Neglect getting have to hold in that an arcade there. He's in front trying to get out with trying to pop a few there, but does get taken out there by lacking as he got pushed from a shot from arcade to storefront. Let's see, but the attackers do have most of storefront here. We're going to see some, we see a flash going to arcade to see if they can get Neglect there. Pop Neglect. They're going through, got a flash farther into arcade, just pushing in, they get it. Now they're pushing even into freezer now, as they're going to try and get Randy there. And Randy's going to get taken out by lacking as well. Now it is just Fellow Machina left, as Coconut's going to run in, but Machina's going to get taken out by Ziglo, and then we get Coconut taken out. There's a Fellow there, and the round will go to Arise. They just pinched that. I honestly was waiting to call Fellow down by Coconut first, but then Ziglo just came around and took out Machina way quicker than I thought they would.
Wow, beautiful play. That nade was definitely smart to use that on Teller. The giving up Teller like that, very dangerous. Maybe that storefront blow was pretty good actually, because they had Teller, and having storefront means that the enemy can't really push close to Teller itself, because they'll just get shot from storefront. So that pinch maneuver into storefront from two sides just gave them complete control. And then they just got arcade and freezer, and they rotated into bathroom, which was kind of the defender's little fortress. But when they flank you from two sides, nothing can really happen. The attackers, look at that HP even. Like, they took, what, 200 damage collectively, maybe? Very crazy plays. Lots of utility for next round. I think Arise is looking really good at this moment.
I mean, yeah, they're doing pretty good. I think like they've got both last two attacks, and they both walked away with, I think, everyone standing. I mean, just some bruises and band-aids for them, and managed to do it pretty expertly.
They might have figured out how Tempo plays and are countering for that. I do see Coconut taking the Dawn from Surf Front. I respect it for picking the Dawn in the first place and then taking it as well. That's very cool to see. Dawn isn't known to be the best, but maybe we're going to see some crazy wallbangs. Maybe some very interesting plays. Suppressive Fire might be pretty good in attack. Who knows? It seems like we're just going to do a lobby push. Opening entrance. They're planning on taking out a shield, a ballistic shield, completely blocking bullets. It's going to like give a lot of info. They do still have a lot of utility, and they don't need to blow entrance, so they're going to be blowing hall. Again, just preventing rotates, having a guy looming there, meaning that the defenders can never surely rest around loans, or the guy might flow in. Lots of barbed wire going down in accounting, and we actually see a mob in servers. I think he just plays down the icon, and I hope he's not actually planning on playing servers with a sniper rifle. But he might get some nasty shots from Hall, I believe. I don't think Teller has good sightlines on lobby. Right? No, there's a giant wall blocking that.
Yeah, there's the little, like, barbell in the way.
Yeah, very interesting. I don't know who the architect was that designed this bank, but I think they need to reevaluate their degree, I guess. Love to see it. Lots of long-range weapons, whilst the defenders are kind of mid to...
Ooh, we see that. Oh! Just Noon immediately taking out Ronnie there. I was not ready to call that. I didn't think that would happen so quickly. We're seeing Surfront is going to get shot up a little bit there. We see Amali go back to try and clear out that hallway, trying to keep that safe. So yeah, we see those nice little smokes going through, but the attackers are going to get in with that shield, going to try and shoot through that security hole, try and keep those people in security just scared and huddled away, just shooting through bathroom just in case. They knew they did it last time, so you know, someone's got to be there. We're going to see Noon is going to continue to hold that. As Ziglo is actually beginning to be in the vents there. We see some shots going out in between loans to manage their way for that Dawn. Makin is going to rotate back, ready for when they kick to open that manager door with a nice little AK, or with a KR. But we do see Ziglo is still in the vent. Might make that a little bit difficult. And yeah, Makin is going to decide to rotate out as we see Noon and Neglect fighting on that little security door there.
Oh, we see a team kill, actually. Lacking taking out Coconut.
Oh, you're right. Oh, that molly that went through. Okay. I didn't realize that happened that way. All right, we see a flash go out in security. I think just trying to keep Neglect scared. Yeah, Neglect is going to push away as we see Noon push into security. I think the attackers are trying to get into manager about now. Trying to be very careful about it. Just some shots to the door. A nade goes out in accounting. I think it does manage to hit a little bit. A lot of the actually tempo here is very low, so it's looking pretty good for Arise. As they are down a member, but they do have one person low, but they have a lot of control here. We see, Sachi runs in, takes out two of them immediately, and we're gonna see Lacking and Noon push in. Noon pushing into Vault. We see Surfront go down while Noon gets taken out by Machina in the Vault. Machina is gonna try and hold that Vault through that smoke, but is gonna get shot through the smoke by Ziglo, and the round will go to Arise.
That was a good round. Damn, like Arise played it beautifully, like. Using the shield properly. Very interesting to see it used with a Dawn, like some heavy class. An LMG on your back with a ballistic shields on front. Very, very cool loadout. Very unique, definitely. But Tempo played it so well as well. They played it very close at first, but as soon as each player realized crap, I'm getting surrounded, I can't realistically hold this, they actually chose to just fall back, place a barb, and then hold that. And if the enemies push through that, fall back again. So many players could learn from that, which you've played the game plenty of times before, and you just see defenders so very stubborn to give up their spot. Like, this is their spot, and they will die trying to defend it. Whilst that's not always the best play.
It's really a cost-benefit analysis. Is it better to lose a player, or is it better to hold that spot? It is
exactly.
Just, yeah.
And if you're getting flanked from two sides, and you know you're probably gonna die without really accomplishing anything, just give it up. Just fall back. Think of something new. Mm-hmm. Reactive gameplay is very fun to see on these high skill matches. We're on to
my favorite thing about watching these.
Yeah. This is, I was already looking forward to Tempo playing versus Arise. This is definitely something you can learn from. Very, very knowledgeable players. Killdome. We haven't seen Killdome before this match. So very fun to finally see the fourth map come into rotation. I've actually played this one today. Very, very cool map, very long angles from a lot of elevated positions. Jungle is practically completely elevated. It looks like the defenders are very heavily defending Purge, drawing up sidelines, placing down barbed wire and whatnot. Whilst Arise is actually going to do the exact same strat I did earlier today, blown into pit, into observation with the wall charge. It just works. We won that round, so I'm sure Arise is going to win this one. Except they don't seem to be blown into pit, saving that door charge, and instead going for beach, which is just as effective. It's just a bit more of a walk.
I mean, they've got literally 0 people watching Beach right now, so it is fairly free. The only thing is maybe Ronnie could try and swing out a little bit, but they immediately into pit. We see that shotgun get open. We're gonna see the smoke go out. Hopefully no one falls into the pit during those smokes, because I definitely do that. We're gonna push in. Ronnie is waiting on that other door that they are. We're gonna see some shots go out through there, but is gonna rotate back. It's a little bit oppressive to try and hold that. But we see basically attackers here have like 75% of the map. There's only 2 rooms they haven't even been in yet, and they're doing pretty good. Only one of them got a little bit tagged by Ronnie there. I think Noon got a little bit tagged. We see a nade go out to try and get some of that barbed wire, and we're setting up ready for that wall charge. The Surfront is going to try and take some shots, I think, to that door there. I don't think any of them are connecting, but it's going to keep them away from using that, but it's not going to matter too much to them. Very quickly, as we see the wall charge go out, we see a push go in. Lacking runs in, takes out Machina, and we see, I think that's Fellow go down as well, while we see Ronnie take out Lack actually instead as well. And we see Ronnie going down, just back and forth. Immediately, we see Neglect go down. I think it is literally just Surfront running around like a madman around that smoke. Managed to take out one, gets taken out himself, and the round will go to Arise.
Wow. Great plays. I think Arise definitely played this one better. Tempo had some very nice mollies and actually some good shooting. But Sigalo and I believe it was Sachi. Yeah, Sigalo. No, not Sigalo. Yeah, well, it was Sigalo and Sachi just played with each other beautifully. I don't know who peeked there at the end, but somebody tried peeking through 2 enemies, but they just had each other's back. Just cleaned the observation up, basically. Didn't even need the nade. They used it on barbed wire earlier. Very good plays. And now they get to loot again. If Arise is going to keep up this economy, I don't see much that Tempo can do against them. They just have better guns at this point, and they were already winning. So Tempo needs to pick it up. Maybe next time Tempo gets to attack? Maybe Tempo is more of attacking oriented. They have 1-2 attacks thus far. So
I think there's a possibility that they don't get to attack again.
Oh yeah. If Arise wins the next 2, which very well could be, then that's it for Tempo. We're going on to match 2. But we've seen Tempo play. We can't write them out yet. We've seen teams coming back from 2-5. It's very doable. It looks like Arise is planning on going into kitchen. I'm not sure how they planned on getting into kitchen in the first place, but they're throwing up some interesting stuff. Tempo is defending with a lot of barbed wire, a lot on checkpoint. For Kill House, even for Kill House, this is a very small map. Small as in few rooms, tiny rooms, not as in close quarters. Although Kill House definitely is close quarters, but that's usually the case. So this is probably going to be a very quick run through. A wall charge wouldn't have been bad on this one, but I think Arise will manage somehow. They seem to be blowing into Hall, which is kind of dangerous. There's a lot of ice on Hall from Pillbox, from the right side of Hall, the left side of Hall. Kitchen might be able to have some ice on there. But if they get control of Hall and Pillbox, they basically have infinite possibilities on getting into lockers. They're going to be barbing up that Hall, but Arise is planning on bringing a grenade. So I think they're just going to nade it. That's not really going to be an issue. We see 2 shotguns, Coconuts and Zigolo. It's going to be a quick round. We see Machina again with the Dawn.
I was going to say, the Dawn's coming back.
I get it's Kill House, and wallbangs are kind of the norm, but I'm not really feeling the Dawn.
Few shots go out immediately. We're going to see, I think, once that smoke clears. Yep, smoke clears. Molly goes out. They're just waiting outside for now. I see a few shots going in. I think a few, yeah, I think Fellow and Surfront are tagged a little bit there. As we see the top there in checkpoint, they have that pretty free. The attackers pushing into to construction over there, taking out 2 immediately. Damn.
Wow.
That's that entire top half of the map done, as Randy is going to try and push it, but does get taken out. We see Randy and Machina both down. It is just Surfront hiding in the kitchen with the KR, as we are already seeing them defuse it as Zigolo walks in, executes Surfront there, and the round will go to Arise. So,
did you hear they buffed shotguns again?
Did they? Oh, did they?
Did they? Yeah, that's why I wanted to point out that Coconut and Zigolo had shotguns, because if they were gonna be playing quick, they're playing quick. It's just a run through. No need to stop sprinting, just keep running, and if there's an enemy in front of you, just left click. Very well played. The defenders did hold them off a little bit into Hall, which was good, but I feel like a bit more defense on that side could have been useful. A bit more angles onto the free door, because once the shotguns are inside, that's tough. That's tough. Anyway, storage. Some very fun strategy you can do on this one is blowing into server farm and then instantly blowing into storage. There's a nasty angle on the catwalk from generator, which can look all the way into the red door in server farm. But if you account for that, you're in the bomb like, what, within the first 20 seconds of the round. Sadly, Arise does not have a wall charge left, which means they need to find another way to get in.
Since that first wall charge map, we just keep seeing this place would be good for a wall charge. This place would be good for a wall charge. I mean, it got them a lot last time. Made they didn't have to go through jungle or any of that stuff. But it's like, oh, but it would also be really funny here now.
Yeah, that is true. We see 3 maps with great wall charge potential. Although the first one, definitely a correct play, but that's the downside of attacking the first round. Like, Tempo now knows which maps are going to come and could account for that. Although they first need to win this one to get that far. But Arise is just going to blow red door into generator. One person goes green door, I believe, on dock, just to get that pincer maneuver again, just making sure nobody can get like on that side of dock without being punished. I think a lot of defenders are going to be perched up around the storage server farm office area, right? Or, well, the way they're spawning at least is very heavily generator defended, and I think that's the correct play. You need both sides of the generator to be covered, because if the attackers get hold of one side, they can just close you in. I believe Tetra was on screen just now. That was Tetra's view. I know that because the bitrate was horrible. We see the Saber coming out on that red door. Long range map.
Charge down. Should be blowing through. There we go. They blow. Some shots go out. Just shooting through the smoke. Nothing's really going to be getting done here. As we see smoke going to be gone now. And oh, I hear some black tar clicks. I don't think they're connecting with anything just yet. Let's see. Flash go out. And Machina's waiting with that auto shotty. Let's see if Machina can get something done here.
Oh.
And it's just waiting very patiently.
Oh.
They're gonna really wait till they can just get right behind them. With launch shots going out, we do see a Rise get, or we do see a Sachi get taken out there by Ronnie, and Ronnie's gonna take out Zigalo as we. Oh, and then their front is gonna take out Lacking, but Ronnie is gonna take out by Coconut there. It is just Machina now running in behind there, taking out Coconut. It is Noon, but Noon's gone, and the round will go to Tempo.
Very clean. Very clean. Machina. Honestly, I'm just gonna say it. Waited too long.
Yeah, I was like,
they didn't have to
and they're waiting.
But they're
waiting. The entire enemy team is to their back, or is right behind, in front of them.
I get you want to be sneaky, but at a certain point, you gotta like not let them all move past you. You know, shooting at your teammates and whatnot. They did get a last one, although I think they could have moved in a bit closer. They weren't looking at each other, but. It went well for Tempo, which means that Tempo is back on the attack. If they win 3 matches in a row, which is doable. Hey, we've seen the maps. They've seen the maps, so they can plan ahead. I think at this moment, especially looking at how Tempo plays, for the next 3 rounds, they have the upper hand. But Arise only needs 1 more win. So although Tempo has the upper hand, there's quite a lot of stress.
They're still on the back foot.
Yeah, they can't mess up once. So I'd love to see them play. I think they're saving the wall charge. You see, if they didn't know which maps were coming up, I'm completely sure they would have used the wall charge the same as Arise did. But because of what they saw of the great wall bang potential, they want to save it. It's quite a risky play, since they need to win 3 times in a row. And playing for, the future is not guaranteed. But I do respect it. Wow, every single flashbang is planned out. Do you see that?
It's very, so beautiful.
Very thorough.
It's so pretty.
You don't see that in public matches.
No, I wish I did. It would be really nice if I got a public match and I was like, all right, flash here, watch here. It would be so nice. But now most times just, hey guys, did anyone bring Clacker?
Oh shit, we forgot the Clacker. Yeah. The defenders seem to be really economical. Yeah, look at that. They barely brought anything. Like 1 barb. Is that Allegros? Did they seriously just bring Allegros?
Yeah, we see Allegros. I think there's a shotgun, an Igmar, and then I think that...
I think Arise is playing eco because they know they can afford to lose this one, and they'd rather just have like 1 really big all-out match, which might be Kill House.
Yeah, I was like, I think it's that Kill House because you could really just make those walls just absolute pin cushions. We see a Molly go out after that door charge. We see a flash getting paired. I think that bounced outside, and another Molly goes out. Just gonna keep them out, keep wasting their time, make them antsy, make them make mistakes. We see that nade go out, immediately take out that barb that's there, I think. And we see, I think that's Sachi there, I think. No, yeah, Sachi trying to get some shots in there. Does get a little bit of hits, but does get taken out by Neglect, as lots of fires going out now on that perch, as we see attackers just rush out, immediately throwing, I think I throw a flash into that observation there. Power's gonna go out. The attackers actually turn it off there so that they can't get those nice little seeing through on observation. Ooh, some shots takes out Coconut there. Fellow taking out. And Noon and Zigalo are kind of just trying to hold this, trying to hide from those shots, as we see Neglect is watching from there. But Noon tries to peek out, do something, but gets taken out by Machina there, which is pretty rough. And we're gonna see it's Zigalo and Lacking there holding, trying to see what they can do, just trying to waste time. The attackers still trying to play safe, trying to make sure they're not gonna do too much. Lacking taking some shots. I think managed to get that out for pretty free. Didn't take, but does take out Surf Front there as Ronnie and Fellow sneak up there. Ooh, does take out Neglect as Fellow's gonna push in. Gets taken out by Zigalo. Zigalo taken out by Ronnie. It is just Lacking here versus Ronnie and Machina. They have to defuse the bomb, and I think Lacking might be able to get something there. They have got about 40% there. Is going to run through. Does get taken up by Ronnie, and the round will go to Tempo.
Wow. Very well played by Tempo. Just they instantly took map control. 5 players left. Lights are off. They had night vision. Very well played.
I'm
But
astonished
Sigala
by
with the
Tempo's
tags.
resistance, or not resistance. What's the word? Restraint. Because I really thought when it was just like, oh yeah, there's one person there. Let's just all run observation.
Yeah, but the one person left was Sigalo.
Yep.
So if you run in, you're probably not gonna win. Very well played. They were low though. I was scared. If you saw Tempo's HP, yeah, there were 5 people left, but they were all like less than 50 HP.
Yeah,
and
really
Sigalo had a weapon that does plenty of damage to just finish it off very quickly. But they played each other nicely.
Yeah, I think it was Lacking there left with a shotgun. I really thought they were going to pick up a lot more there.
They had the potential, but there were people pushing in and other people keeping Overwatch. And I think covering your body's back is
that's what really
such a
saved. I
variable
think
play.
Tempo there was that perch lookout.
Yeah. That's what you do. If you've got perch, just look over your body while he's defusing. We see Checkpoint pushing with an arrow to pillbox. They haven't placed the icon yet, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be a wall bang, don't you think? Or a wall charge. They saved it. Very curious to see if they actually pull it out or if they're just going to shield into lockers.
Use it last round probably when they get to that factory. Try and secure the tie.
You think that's a better one? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I also like going into hall and then just wall charging into lockers. It's quick but effective. There are a lot of people, though, that are going to be defending that checkpoint push. Lots of barbed wire, spaced out barbed wire. That's why they probably took the cutting torch and shield, because one grenade isn't going to cut it. Ha, get it? Cut it. Yeah, so they need that torch and they need that shield to slowly make their way through. I think it's going to be a fairly slow crawl for the attacking team. The defenders are just setting up with wall banging potential. We see a Dawn again. We see the neck. Tempo, all with SMG. It's got to be close quarters. It's got to be carnage. It's got to be potentially very slow. Oh, we see two people hiding.
Yeah, there's 2 people on those checkpoint. It's Zigalo waiting right there. I think they're trying to look for Zigalo there, but they don't see anything. So they got that shield up. Yeah, we just see, it's just going to be Noon and Zigalo watching that door as they're going to take it slow, which is in the defender's favor. They want they want to waste as much time as they can here. We see that torch going out. Noon sneaking up a little bit. I think they haven't seen Noon. Oh, yep, they haven't seen Noon. As Noon takes out the person with the shield. Man, Zigalo is taking out Ronnie. It's a bloodbath out of checkpoint. And oh my God, almost all of Tempo is gone. I think nope, Noon is still alive. That was Zigalo. It was the only one taken out there on a Rise team, but the rest of everyone but Machina on Tempo is lying dead on the ground there. As we see, yep, I think Arise is trying to be a little aggressive here now, try and take some shots to that checkpoint there. Machina is on, what is it, 40 health? Yeah.
40 health between Tempo and a loose.
But nope. Is going to go to Rise, and that's the first game to Rise, actually.
That's the first game going to Arise. And what a play. So incredibly deserved. That was just a meat grinder from 2 directions. Like the crossfire, they didn't know what to do. Like you look to your left to shoot at an enemy and there's just another guy to your right. It's just the definition of a pincher maneuver. Just beautifully executed.
Looking at the just the sliver that I think Noon managed to shoot that shield through was just evil. That had to be incredibly slow. I really didn't think they would take him out, but Noon managed to get shield, and then it was just that confusion of wait, shield's down, and then Zigalo just being able to come from behind and just light them all up, and them just being able to both just to work through and just turn that checkpoint into a graveyard was just amazing.
Yeah, beautiful reaction from Zigalo. They saw the shield was down and they were like, this is my cue. I'm going in. Taking out plenty, and great follow-up, like taking out the shield, knowing that Sigilo is gonna be joining the fight, just continuing that complete chaos, destruction, you don't know where the enemy is, and suddenly 4 teammates are down. And Machina with 40 HP against practically 4 very good
I mean,
players.
they had a flash. They could have done it.
They had a flash. Use your flash, man. Yeah, it was tough. Valiant effort, but I think that was just the mental damage as well. Just seeing your entire push disintegrate.
Yeah, I was really surprised. They were like, all green, all checkpoint on that one. I really didn't think that was gonna go up. Like, hey, you never know.
Yeah. Maybe I like their positioning. There was definitely like a man at each corner, keeping Overwatch, shield, torch working in conjunction to get rid of that barbed wire. It's just that a smoke would have been nice, probably. You know,
maybe, yeah.
You know, there's a person hiding there. Sigilo knows exactly which spots they need to hide in order to not be seen until it's too late. Shame we didn't see the wallbang come out. I think they did try to save it for Factory, but there were some really good maps. This one as well. I think the green of Factory was better if they used the wall charge here then. But I think that's 1-0 for Arise.
Yeah.
We still have one more match. Don't leave just yet. We're gonna play Arise versus Tempo once more. If Tempo wins this one, it's a tie. They both get 1 point according to the Swiss system we're using. But if Arise wins again, that's 2 points. And I think Tempo is top of the leaderboard at this moment. I need to take a look at the stats, but I think they're gonna be.
All right,
they might.
We're gonna take a little break for a little bit, so we'll see you all soon. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We're back here with the second game of the Arise versus Tempo matchup. For those who are just joining us, Arise managed to, I think it was a 7-3, I think was the exact thing. 7 to Arise. 7-4. There we go. Thank you for immediately bringing up the graphic. Test that.
Great direction.
And we saw some very good plays from Arise there. Some very good plays from Tempo. Arise that managed to come out on top and make an absolute bloodbath of their last round there, and I'm excited to see a little bit more.
Yeah, I've actually taken a moment to look at the stats, which I'm going to pull up again. So Tempo's currently number 1 with 16 points, whilst Arise is third with 13 points, which means that Tempo is up 3 points. So even if Arise wins this match, they're still not above Tempo on the scoreboard. So Arise needs to win a bit more, but it would be nice for Tempo to keep this head start, although it ain't life-threatening right now. The teams are preparing again. They also had the little break, discussing strategies. Maybe Tempo needs to recuperate their mental, because they did get destroyed last round, and that was very tough for them, I think. So hopefully they can just put it out of their head, start fresh, like it never happened before. Because
new stat, new rounds. It's always a refresh. Yeah, you always start new.
Yeah, even for very good players, it's sometimes tough. Just seeing that, and Arise obviously is on a high right now. Like they're feeling it, you know. They're going for it. But they might even get overexcited, I would say. Maybe make some plays, some risky plays, which they probably shouldn't have. But maybe Arise has some restraint. I mean, they're a good team, good players. They probably know when to push, when to hold back. So what game are we playing today, actually? Sick Gamer. I forgot.
We're playing the wonderful, illustrious, amazing Due Process, a game that is currently on sale for US 78 USD. Not 78 USD, 78 cents. 78. There we go.
78 USD. Get yours now.
No, it is 78 cents. It's under $1. If you even look at this game on stream today and go, hey, that looks kind of pretty, just get it. It's like just less than a pack of gum.
Yeah. Honestly, just buy it, try it out. It's just nice to have another one in your Steam library.
Con a couple of your friends to get it and make a very fun night. All right, but we're going to the game now.
We're in game with the same teams we saw before on one of my most favorite kill house maps I've played in a long time. It's just lovely. It's wallbang heaven. You just, as the defenders, you hold hall, you hold office, you bring out your necks, your dawns, everything. You just barb it up and you wallbang. I've done hundreds of damage each time I just brought a neck 12 as a defender. I think Arise just knows what they do. Tempo even knows it. Look at them perfectly predicting the barbed wire and preparing to toss a nade on it. It's like perfectly placed as well. They obviously can't see each other's drawings, but it is just such an obvious strategy. There's also a choice between patio and lockers when you're attacking. Tempo is choosing for patio. It seems like they want to be a bit more economical. Probably get hull, smart, maybe even rotate through lockers. Even with those 3 doors into office, which you think gives a major advantage, it's very tough to get there. Lots of barbed wires and just bullets flying through the wall constantly. If all the defenders are setting up properly, they're gonna do some damage. I see Noon taking out the mob, actually, a sniper rifle on this map. That's... I wouldn't say bad. I'm sure he has a strategy behind it, but I've never seen that.
Probably for that patio window is my guess.
It's probably patio angle, but that's risky.
And we're going to see him probably try and take a shot here. Yeah, the attackers are definitely a little worried about that window. They're sneaking up a little bit, staying below that patio.
Great
smoke go out on that reception. just in case, but no one's sitting there, so that's not going to use then. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Noon takes out Machina immediately, rotates out, walks home with a prize. We see some flashes going out in reception, some wall bangs from the Dawn there into reception, and we see a shotgun. It's going to get them into reception, pushing into crates there as we see some flashes go up, but all of Rise there is rotating out of there, just giving it out just to send more and more lead to those walls right into crates. And the attackers are doing pretty okay. I think only Fellow's the one that's been tagged, but even the Arise, I think it's only Coconut, I think, there, who's been hurt a little bit. We're getting some flashes go out, pushing into construction as yeah, Noon is going to get taken out. A little bit of revenge for Machina there. But they do have construction now. Still not on bomb, though. They've cleared like 3-4 rooms and still not on bomb. We see a nade go out to try and get rid of, I think, if anyone's playing there, some barbed wire, or smoke from that fire extinguisher to get that a little bit as a harder push. But we are going to see Ronnie try and push in. Gets taking a little bit of damage there from Coconut with that Dawn. I think also accidentally hitting into the Neglect area. No, I think trying to get into that little, we're neglecting a fellow over there in that hall.
Wow,
get
good
some damage in there. Just tons of wall bangs. Nothing really. No one's taken out. But Ziggler was going to take out Fellow, which kind of got a little bit too far there. Thought, hey, we got most of the map. This part's probably safe. Nope, Ziggler's got a tub, and they're waiting. We see some mollies go out, some wall bangs from Lacking there, taking out Neglect. And it's looking pretty bad for Tempo here. It's just Surfront and Ronnie. Surfront holding a mop right now. I'm not sure what's going to get done with that. We see a push there with the shotgun. Going to get taken out there. And it is just Surfront who gets taken out. And the round will go to Arise.
Wow. Those were some plays. Beautiful shot by Noon at the start. Definitely see why they took out the mob. Lost it eventually. Could have been very risky, but they managed to secure it. That's going to definitely help later on. And yeah, like we said, those wall bangs just sit in office. They all sat in office, just shooting through the walls. Constant pressure on Tempo not being able to push in. And when they do push in, it's through barbed wire, it's through shotguns. Beautiful shotgun plays. We've seen Ziggler play with them before. Definitely knows what they're doing. Yeah, not a great start of the match. Not a great start of this round, this matchup for Tempo. They really need to pull it back together. They might be able to with a quite well-known, almost notorious factory map. Some really sneakily secret hiding spots on top of those stacked boxes just north of us. We see large or long angles all the way from storage in through Toxic into Conveyor. Lots of opportunity for the attackers to get in, blowing through Dock. Toxic is a valid push. The free door is also valid. Very few people actually defend servers because it's all the way out there. So it's fairly safe if you flash it. And Conveyor, obviously, long angles. The office has so much view, though, of Conveyor and the bomb and Dock and sorting that at one point or another you need to clear office. Luckily, there is a stair on Dock side, so you can very quickly get into office. It is going to get barbed up, and they already used a nade on the previously attacking round, so I think they don't want to use one on this one. It seems like they're going to be blowing Dock, getting into office. They are going to nade that barbed wire because they really want to get into office. That's a lot of utility they've used already. And the defenders are just planning on holding long angles, holding office, playing deep into Conveyor with the mob.
I'm seeing Noon ready on that mob, ready for that Docks push, which I think we are going to see very soon here. Yep, we see, immediately. You can see from the camera right there. They're holding that wall charge. They're ready. Seeing a few of the Tempo kind of late coming out of the truck there, but should be fine. Yeah, we are going to see a torch as well.
Yeah, interesting. I wonder what they're going to
just because torch. I think you're right, because they don't have those nades. So I think they're going to try and do that. Noon's looking around, checking all the red doors, checking all the docks they can see, which is good. And ready on that docks. I think now they're getting calls from Ziggler there going like, hey, they're here. We see Charge is ready. We see Machina and Surfront's actually going to be pushing that servers, trying to do a split push, which might do pretty well for them if they can kind of keep Docs as the attention. We see flashes go out, mollies go out, lots of shots going through. I think Rani got a little bit attacked there, but that was it. We see, ooh, yeah, Machina is going to be fighting with Coconut. Managed to take out Coconut and Toxic. So it is the case of that they are going to be using the advantage of Docs being such a big push that they're just going to sneak to the side. We see that, ooh, we do see Zigolo take out Fellow there and takes out, we see, yeah, I think that's Zigolo again taking out Ronnie, while Sachi is taking out Neglect through that push. That whole Docs push is gone. It is just Machina and Surfront there who was trying to sneak into that office using that torch, which did manage to get office control, as we're going to see, I think that's lacking looking towards there, but ooh. New managed to take out Surfront with the mop from far away.
Wow.
And it's just Machina here, who I think is going to try and just save the little torch there.
I think it's a save. Yeah. Wow. It started off well for Tempo with a beautiful isolated 1v1 or 1v2 almost, which the attackers just have the upper hand at. But
and Zigolo just swung around and took out Neglect and Ronnie in that corner.
Yeah, they just really didn't flash and didn't smoke Docs enough. It's very brave pushing in like that, but I mean, you see, you just get punished. Noon with, again, a beautiful sniper shot. He knew there was somebody in office. You just had to watch the window, and he connects those headshots. Like, give him a split second, and it's game over for you. I think Machina saving that torch is important. They use both of their grenades, meaning that they have no way of getting rid of barbed wire without that torch. So it's probably gonna come in very handy next match, next map, I should say. Again, Zigolo, Noon, star players just disintegrated them. Absolutely demolished, and they still have the mob. Noon on that mob is dangerous. I'm not sure how much use he's gonna see on C-Store, but he is on a roll, so maybe he's like, screw it. I'll take it. See if I can get a peek from entrance. Tempo planning on attacking Freezer with the door charge. Not bad. Liquor could be handy. Liquor gives great access to storefront, and I don't think any defender's going to be set up in Liquor or Freezer for that matter. Gives angles onto Arcade, but also Arcade can see them. Office is a pretty alright free. They're using a door charge on a green door between Teller and Office because they're expecting a barbed wire there, so they're gonna blow it. But upon seeing this barbed wire into Office, they might just blow the Office door. I wouldn't call it a bad idea. They still have lots of door charges and they don't have nades, so they need to get rid of them somehow. Looks like the attackers might be going for a light switch if they come by it, but that barbed wire there in Arcade, that's gonna pose a problem because they're gonna have to torch it. And I believe Zigolo
is going entrance, which I might make that a little safer because there will be a visual, I think, from entrance to Arcade. But
but if the torch is entrance, then that Arcade barbed wire is just gonna put a grinding halt into that tempo push. They want to be playing fast. If you can see those torch charges, they're playing fast, but you can't push through that. You really can't. I think it's great to put up that green door there. That's really gonna push him out. Yeah, look at that. So you really need to push out of that door into those barbed wires with practically 2 angles ready to peek at you.
Yeah, and it might make them use that door charge a lot faster. But we see them turn off the lights. I think just for fun there.
Does Tempo have night vision? I don't. Yeah, they do. They do have night vision left. So
you see some shots going out through Office. I think trying to get wall bangs. Yep, night vision's out, and then lights are back on. They're just messing with them. Close the doors on them. They open the door on them.
Okay.
I think they opened storefront. There we go. Pushing through that bar. Giddings, I think, is trying. Yeah, there's some. They've taken a little bit of damage from that that wall bang in green there. We do see a charge go out on that to try and blow that out. Yep, power's gonna go out. Just again, constantly making those switch between night vision and real vision. Just screw with them. Sachi taking some shots there, pushing through, and they're going to see, oh yeah, but they're going to see them push into Arcade. We're going to see that Barb do work as Lacking takes out Surfront, and it's Neglect and Fellow holding in that back line. As Lacking is just going to, or I think, yeah, so it's just going to push there, but is going to get taken out, and it is just Neglect and Fellow stuck in that Arcade as Arise here moving in like sharks, ready to get those wall bangs as we see Sachi is trying to get through on that Arcade there. And yeah, we see, ooh, but Fellow does manage to take out Noon. That's pretty big. We're going to see, oh, and then, yep, Sachi's going to get the revenge, get Fellow, and Ziglo's going to run around with the auto shotty, take out Neglect,
Yeah.
and this round will go to Arise.
Yeah. I think Arise could have held that barbed wire a little bit better. There was one person on there, which still did work. Like, that was very dangerous, but very tough, very tough. Tempo did have night vision, and I think the light switching was very interesting. I honestly don't think it's even just for the memes of it. I think it's honestly just psychological warfare, because the defenders just had torches ready. They just held and the lights went on and off, and that's about it. They were doing that. But the attackers having to constantly switch between night vision and regular vision, and night vision and regular vision, that's disorienting. That's just gonna annoy you at a certain point. Just you're not gonna be playing optimally, you know. And I think that's a really funny strat. I've never seen it before, and I don't know how effective it really is, but
The Nosferatu
seemed to
strat,
work.
just turning it on and off again.
Yeah, just inducing an epileptic seizure on your opponents. Just
I don't know if it
hoping
did that
they
much,
smoke.
but
It's they're attacking the real players IRL at that point. Very interesting strategy come up with. And we're back on Kill House.
the Rise attacking this time.
Wall bang galore. It's great. Love it. The NEC 12 isn't the best on other maps, so I love that. It just can shine at certain ones. It seems like we're seeing lockers this time. Arise has no such weakness as economy or playing an eco round. They go hard. They go for lockers. They blow it. I do like the lockers blow though. It's good. You just get a shield in there, exactly. Just slowly push. They're not gonna be barbing lockers. Ooh, that's gonna be a mistake. That's gonna bite them in the ass. I think that's a really critical barb. I'll just move the one in hall and just place it into lockers. Especially, or at least have it reactive, you know. If they don't blow lockers, you can place it in hall. But if they blow it, rotate there. From lockers, you just flash hall, going with a shotgun, and just get control of the entire map, basically. Yes, there are lots of wall bangs, but with those 2 points accessed...
Go charge goes out, going to lockers. We're going to see some shots from Machina trying to get on Ziglo there, but nothing connecting, I don't think, which is pretty good for the Rise there. As, ooh, Neglect is immediately taken out by Sachi as they're just pushing through. They have Hall. They just have Hall now. As we see Coconut waiting on that door in case Machina is going to run out, see what they can do. Going to take him shots on Lacking, but I don't think manages to... No, it does manage to get a little bit of damage on Lacking, but not enough to really stop Lacking there. Definitely a little hurt, though, as Lacking swaps out for a tub. As we do see Noon go from top and crates and take out Ronnie there. So that is their last line of defense on that top side. So attackers have pretty much, like, again, 75% of this map pretty much to attackers so far. So you can see, I think that's that nade, take out that barb there on that lockers to office. They did eventually manage to barb that, but it wasn't, I think, when they were initially planning. And we're going to see just another bunch of wall bangs as Noon comes around, takes out Machina there. And it is just Fellow and Surfront there as we see flashes go out. Lots of firing out, but ooh, Ziglo was actually going to get taken out by Surfront, but Surfront does go down as well as Fellow, and the round will go to Arise.
And Arise played that beautifully. Exactly like thought out. That's honestly also the plan I usually go for. It's just the far better plan. Hall very easily controlled. There's probably like one guy in there. You just flash him out. I don't know. Tempo should have placed barbed wires in a few more spots than I think they did. Using 2 barb on that map, I get you want to save them, but damn, that really was the moment to just defend, just wall bang. It's a bit of a shame Ziglo got taken out there at the end with the shotgun, but Honestly, if that's the only complaint, like, oh no, he died, I think they did good enough to win the round. Interesting. They chose to pick up a lot of shotguns with them. Lacking kept their shotgun and Sachi picked up a tub. I think they're planning on using that on the next map, maybe. Because this one, I'm not sure if shotguns would be a good idea. We see Machina already selecting the sniper and barbed wire, setting up an office, just ready to lay down fire on that red door. Not sure if they have a direct line of sight, but they sure can see a lot of conveyors. Arise, planning on going for that red door. A bit of a prediction, perhaps, where the defenders predict the attack. I've never had much success pushing that red door. Well, have you?
I don't think I have played on this map in a bit.
That's also an option, of course. Again, Arise just planning it out so well. Just every single exclamation point, every single point of attention, every flashbang just carefully laid out so everybody knows what they must do. Very well, they marked pretty much every single red spot the defenders could be hiding. And there are a lot on this map. Oh boy, believe me, there are a lot. So it's great to see that thought out. Tempo picking more long-range weapons, whilst Arise, they do bring their Saber and a Blacktar, but other than that, lots of SMGs, which suggests that they probably want to move in close quickly. I think they're gonna make quite a quick push for office there.
Yeah, we're gonna see them all ready for that. We're gonna see a few rotates. I think they're gonna call them out soon. There's see Saber ready. Oh, immediately can see some things in office there, but nothing connecting so far. Just charge down, smoke out, molly out, and we do see from a Noon's view there. We do see a few people passing through some nice little rotates as we see Neglect, and I think that's Ronnie setting up on the right side. Oh, no, I think that's Fellow, sorry. We're seeing some flashes go out and pushing in, and Lack is going to take out Surf Front there, and I think Ronnie's going to try and get something back for that. Does manage to take out Vigalo, but Sachi is going to take out Machina instead, and Ronnie again taking out Sachi, as we do see Coconut come around, take out Ronnie from the side there, while Fellow's going to pick back up on Coconut, and it is 2v2 very quickly, with Lacking hurt on the Rise attacker side, so that's going to be a little rough for them as they move along here. But never mind, not hurt, dead, as Neglect takes out Lacking, and is just Noon ready with the Saber. Noon, a pretty good sniper, as we've seen a lot of good shots here, so this isn't done yet. I think Noon could take this themselves. They are a little bit hurt, but they're 106 versus 100. So
we've seen what Noon can do with a sniper rifle.
And it's actually thinking maybe about swapping. Yep, it's gonna swap to the group SD. Probably a little better for a funnier little engagement here like this, as they are waiting on that bomb. Is gonna try and push through. Is taking some nice, definitely checking their corners there. As is gonna take out. Is gonna fight Fellow and does manage to take it out. And is just it is just Noon here versus Neglect. Neglect at full health, but Noon is sitting here at 16. As we see
Neglect in office, and they know they're in office. But 16 HP, cannot afford to take a single shot whatsoever.
But it's going to go down from Neglect there, and the round will go to Tempo. That was pretty close.
Wow. That was really close. I think Arise did make a few mistakes. I'm pretty sure we had a visual bug, because Noon Sniper was just aiming at the wall. But I'm pretty sure that's just a visual bug. Yeah. Maybe should have brought a bit more long-range weaponry. Tempo played that one really well. Really good, like playing around the corner and wall banging just the corner of that wall, finding kills. Just a very good engagement. Tempo with longer range weapons, seeing a bit more success on those engagements than the attackers. C-Store. This time with Arise attacking, seeing a wall charge on entrance. See, they're planning on taking storefront quick, it seems. No time for hesitation, no time for thinking, just blow entrance, get in. We might see one sneaky person going in office with the cutting torch, getting rid of the barb, just making the defenders uneasy, making sure they can't ever turn their backs. We see an automatic shotgun being placed down in arcade with, again, that nasty barb. The attackers, Arise, is aware of that barb, and this time they're gonna nade it. I think that's definitely a must. Nade it, flash it, and then that automatic shotgun is no match. But if you don't, and if you if you let him play his game, he can just completely wipe you out. That being said, I don't know how much of the team is gonna go office, so they push entrance. The automatic shotgun can't really do much, you know, unless they get close. The defenders are very heavy on utility. Wow. Very stocked up, ready to defend this push. I think Tempo is a bit fed up with losing, and they just want to win. Just one more.
We're gonna see that split push ready. We see them pop open that green door, kick it down too. That was
damn.
There we go. We're gonna see it. No, I don't think as much. Oh, they're popping it actually to Teller there. So we're gonna see Ronnie have to juice that Teller hole there. As the entrance finally get blown as Ronnie because has to rotate now has to pay attention to that. It's going to be Neglect watching that Teller. I see Fellow trying to take some shots from arcade onto entrance as well as a nade goes out into Teller, popping. I think I can't remember exactly there was a barb there, but I definitely did some.
There was a barb.
There was a barb. Okay. They're pushing through, taking their time a little bit, trying to get through Teller, trying to get some wall bangs from Teller into bathroom there, but nothing connecting. We see a flash go in Teller. Very much spending a lot of effort in Teller that no one is currently in. So that's a little bit rough on Arise side. We do see entrance is watching them. I think they have a general idea of where Neglect and Ronnie are, as they have most of that vision there. We see a flash right on them as they're going to push through. Lacking try and take some shots on Neglect. I think managed to hit a little bit, but not managed to kill him until now. Finally, Lacking takes out Neglect. It is Ronnie in that corner as Ziglo just walks up, pops him, and now it is just Surfront, Machina, and Fellow as they're gonna have to try and do something here, as they are all very much split. We see a flash go out in arcade as Noon actually takes a lot of shots behind from Fellow, but does manage to take out Fellow. As see Ziglo push through and take out Surfront as Machina gets picked up almost so fast I didn't even get to see it, and the round will go to Arise.
And look at that HP. Just look at Arise's HP. How many shots did I take? Like, Lacking got hit once? What? Wow. Like, losing is one thing, but just only hitting the enemy once?
Losing while also just seeing the ineffectualness of what you were able to do is like...
Yeah, that's discouraging. That's rough. It's really rough for Tempo. Even with Arise, like you said, spending a lot of time in Teller with nobody there. Eventually they managed to rotate. Good flashbangs. Good flashing arcade, definitely. And, I mean, it was damn effective, it seems. Maybe Arise does know what they're doing. Who knows? Ooh, this one on Bank. Beautiful Bank map. Also played this earlier today. So it's a rotation, it seems. Very fun map. You can actually get a really sneaky push from Teller. Teller is very interesting because it does have a lot of windows onto lobby, and you can play off it very nicely, like lots of nasty angles. I think 3 of those windows can look onto the entrance, which means you're like a game of whack-a-mole. They have a 33% chance of guessing right where you are. It's very fun. But if they blow Hall and they get loans or Hall, or at least some control, and your enemy or your team isn't able to like hold them off, you're kind of stuck in there. Because the only way in and out is through loans. And it seems like Arise is aware of that, and it's going to do a split push with a shield, which is going to give some great info about who's hiding in Teller or who's hiding where. Whilst the rest of the team goes through Hall and loans to get to that button ASAP. It seems like they want to be making their way through that already blown hole between manager and lobby, and just quickly get into the vault, which means they practically have to cross, or yeah, secure most of the map, it looks like. They're kicking down the door between Teller and
Loans. Yeah, because Machina has a nice little angle on that red door, so that can really make that hell for Arise here. But it is only one person, which probably actually makes it more likely that they're gonna pop them. Yeah, I think that's just is that Sachi? Yeah, it's Sachi just going on that red. We do see smoke in the lobby, and yep, Clax Hall, as they're gonna probably just try and take away some attention from the entrance push. You see Amali does manage to get our little shield holder there for a little bit, and Sachi is just gonna, I think just trying to make them keep having to pay attention to him on that hall there. As we do see, yep, we're gonna torch that little barb there so they can push through pretty freely. And we see Machina's running in over on that side to try and watch entrance. Gonna take some shots, but does get down by lacking there. As we see them immediately just have full control of lobby, as we see a little bit of fights between, I think, Coconut and Neglect on that security, and ooh, we see Surfront get taken out and Manager there, so there's a lot of there, but we can see a rotate from Ronnie, I think, is, ooh, he managed to take out Zigalo, well, Lacking is going to have to turn around and try and do something about that, and their attention on Arise getting split a little bit as Randy tries to get something done, but no, Randy is going to go down instead. We do see Coconut go down for that as well from Fellow, and I think from Accounting to Manager, shooting pretty far. I think through the door there they've opened. Arise taking a lot of damage. They have more players up, but their collective health pool is pretty low compared to Tempo here, who are their last two players are sitting pretty at both the hundreds. And we do see them get the button open. So we see Vault flashes go out into Accounting, and I think that's Noon waiting. I think Noon is waiting for a Manager to Accounting push to start to really get their attention, and then is going to go from behind. We see Sachi get taken out there by Fellow, and Fellow is going to go down. Well, Noon's going to swing out, take on Neglect, and this round will go to Arise, which means they've secured a tie on this this game here.
They've secured a tie, but I'm not really feeling it for Tempo, if I'm being honest. Again, Arise playing beautifully. It's very lovely to see those CQB strategies being played out properly. Like on entrance, there was one person on the right who held the left, one person on the left who held the right, shield in front, guy behind it with a torch. That's just the teamwork you want to see. That was just a little fortress on the move, basically, which just got them a foothold into lobby. And then Lacking with near perfect positioning, like every single time they were on the right place in the right time, being able to get a kill, shooting even over the shoulder of their teammate, like bullets mere centimeters away from your teammate's head. A very beautiful play, very intense. It's great to see. It's just so great to see. Every single person is just the top of DPL. And now we're on Kill Dome, right? Yeah, it's a Kill Dome without Beach. Yeah. Very interesting. Love this map as well. It's the Grand Castle map, which has many viewpoints on jungle. So even pushing through observation in jungle doesn't guarantee you the bomb, since the attackers can just shoot from the castle, like medieval archers of times far away, or whatever they say.
I think that's Star Wars. I think you've mixed. That's that would be lasers.
Might be. At least there's a very big time period between here and there. It looks like Tempo is really holding the castle, which is probably the best play. Arise is planning to get into the castle with a door charge, and then wall charging from the inside of the castle to the outside.
I guess if all those eyes on observation and stuff like that are going to be looking at the castle jungle door, I guess making a whole nother hole to go through might not be the worst for confusion's sake. I'm not saying it's a bad strat. I haven't said anything, but it is a first. It's a first for me. Yeah. Just taking castle and then blowing a hole from the inside. It's very fun to see what these players come up with. Very unusual play styles, very just pushing the boundaries of what is and isn't
possible in this game. And Fellow setting up with a mob. Let's see what happens.
Yes, he's right on that red door too. We're gonna see if maybe Fellow can pick up someone here. We see obviously that Molly go out, and that Barb is gonna be risky, especially with that mop that's on there. But we do see a rise. Zigalo just and Coconut just in there taking out Ronnie. Well, Coconut is getting out, but does manage to get. We do see Surfront go down there. I didn't even get to see if the mop shot. Mop tried to run back, but manages to actually walk almost into a Molly, and that is Mop down. We see a team kill by accident as the wall charge goes out. Doesn't matter. We see a nade go out into bomb. Flashes going out. Shots left and right. Neglect is trying to see if they can get something done here. Machina is going to run down and try and maybe take out Sachi behind, but Noon is helping out. Managed to take out Machina. It's Neglect trying to come in as well. Takes out Sachi, but that doesn't matter because the time runs out of that bomb, and the round end of this game will go to Arise, who absolutely...
That was such a fun round as well. Just taking hold of the castle and then going for the bomb. Just basically swapping it around. Like, oh, it's your castle? No, now it's my castle. And just using it from a defensive position and making the defenders attack the castle. Very effective. Bit of a miscommunication seeing that team kill, as it was fairly obvious that they were gonna do that. But hey, it's a sacrifice for the greater good, you know?
It worked. It doesn't matter if it works.
It works. Yeah. I love that match. I love these games overall. Like, sometimes, I'm just gonna say it, some matches are boring, but these were all really good, very unique. I've definitely learned something which I'm kind of gonna steal and use on my own matches.
They all did pretty good today. That was Arise. I think winning both of those there, I think getting themselves a pretty good amount of points.
Yeah, Arise is now 2 points more than they are. I think that makes 15 points for Arise. And let's take a little look. That's gonna place them tied with Chaos. Chaos actually beat Arise on the very first match of this season's DPL. So, hey, Arise might climb back to the top. They played well. It's a shame we didn't see them play this well against Chaos, but who knows, they might get another chance. So, I forgot, what game were we watching again?
Tempo versus Arise.
Yeah, but what game were they playing?
Oh, sorry, that makes sense. We're playing Due Process, a very competitive cooperative shooter.
Yeah, Due Process.
You're working together a little bit, but it's competitive, don't worry.
Yeah. You can definitely, you can join a DPL match if you want to be here on the big screen, you know, for millions of people. You can get the game now. It's under $1, like around 70 cents. At least it's 90%.
79 cents exactly, which is crazy.
Cheaper than a candy bar. Just get it. Join the Discord maybe. Talk, play. It's very addictive. Trust me. I know. Very fun matches. That's it for Arise versus Tempo. We'll be right back in a few minutes. Yep. Gonna take a break, and then we're gonna have our second match, which was...
should be Pink Pony Club versus Project MKUltra.
Pink Pony Club versus Project MKUltra. Yeah, that's right. Very interesting names. Not as high on the leaderboard as these two teams, which means we're gonna see a very different style of gameplay, I believe. Would also be fun to watch what they're gonna pull off. Yeah. So, what's your prediction? Pink Pony Club versus MKUltra.
Admittedly, I'm biased because I really do like that song. I want to be at the Pink Pony Club.
It's the Pink Pony Club.
They are at the bottom of the leaderboard, though.
Yeah. I just want to see what they're gonna do. It's a name fitting with the team. That's what I know.
Yeah, well, I think we'll see some fun. I think there'll be some fun matches. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter if it's the most high level play. It just matters that it's fun. That's all I care about.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. This is gonna be a great matchup as well. Right. So that's gonna be it for this match. It was really fun casting you with you, sick gamer. See you next time.
We'll see y'all.
Bye bye.
Hello everyone, welcome back. We're all getting set up and ready for this next match of Pink Pony Club versus MKUltra. But we're a little bit we're not behind schedule, technically before schedule, because this match ended the Tempo versus Arise match.
It ended quickly.
A little quicker than we thought.
Yeah,
so we wanna
definitely
come back and talk to you about that a little bit for longer.
Yeah, we saw some great plays out of both teams. Arise managed to win both, a bit closer on the first game than on the second. But Arise was just, I don't want to say the better team, but they played better that situation. Lacking at some insane plays, Noon just beautifully found some heads with the mob and Saber. Sigalo, some crazy shotgun plays, and such in Coconut also just great shield pushes, just great strategy. They know each other, they know how they play, and they just beautiful teamwork. Can't really say anything negative about it. Some fun stats we can pull up. Yes, we definitely can. On Team 1, that is Tempo. Fellow Cast is definitely MVP with almost twice as much damage as the second place on their team. Which
actually, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Fellow Cast with over 1,000 damage done, which is pretty much the same as Noon and Lacking, and doing more damage than Sigalo, Sachi, or Coconut. Actually doing twice as much damage as Coconut, twice as much as every single member of his team. Definitely favors the Ingmar, whilst Team 2, which is Arise, way more seems to favor the AP25s, probably because they had a lot more success on their offensive pushes. Maybe they also played more offensive pushes. Lots of opening duels, mainly Sachi with 4 out of 4 opening duels. Or 4 attack, 4 defend opening duels. Lots of cast, also from Arise. Just looking at the stats, it's no wonder they won. It's just better damage, better KDA, better cast, more opening duels. And the same goes for this first game. Both games are very similar in stats, actually. Fellow, wait. Did Fellow get... Wait, did he mess up? Oh, I think Tetra messed up, and those are the same stats.
Yeah, I just realized, like, these are both 1 and 7. I don't think that was what happened. The first game was 4-7.
No,
and then I think once the Rise really just got on top, got just the momentum they had from that, and just pushed into the second game, and just literally was 7-1. I think the only round they lost was I think it was the Dome. I think the second time when they were defending, and then just from there, just did it. They just blew through. And
there we go.
There we go.
Stats of the real G1 stats. Thank you, Tetra. Great. And we see, wow, a lot more damage, which is obvious because it was a closer game. More rounds, more damage. With Lacking, hitting, and actually breaking the 2k barrier. 2k damage. That's absolutely crazy. Sigalo with 1600 damage and Noon with 1200 damage, and Sachi and Coconut around the 500 mark. So 500, 1000, even up to 2000 on Arise team, whilst Tempo, on the other hand, with Rainy the Red King actually being MVP that round, or, well, most damage. Damage ain't everything, but
I feel like I remember calling out their name a lot during that first game, so I feel like that makes sense. They were, I think they were usually very important. I mean, they had 10 kills themselves, so that's pretty good.
Very, very active, definitely. Lots of kills. Cast pretty alright, but Arise had a better cast, so that's That's quite an interesting stat. But damage-wise, yeah, although it's high, it's definitely high. Arise just blows it out of the water again. The fellow
Look at
cast at
Sigalo's.
1,000 damage.
100% cast.
Yeah, he had on, I believe, yeah, both. Oh no, 88 on that one. But on the second game, Noon and Lacking both had 100% cast. So they were playing pretty well. They were doing pretty well. And everybody on Arise's team was pretty high performing. Maybe that Tempo had, I'm not sure if I've seen Neglect play before. I've heard of Sir Front, but Neglect, not sure. And in this matchup today, he seems to be the weaker Link out of the bunch. Although in the first game he did tie with Coconut, so very interesting. Very interesting stats, very fun stats, very obvious stats. It looks like we've got our roster, our lineup of the second teams ready. It's going to be Pink Pony Club versus Project MKUltra. Well, what are your thoughts on this, Gamer?
I admittedly don't recognize a lot of these names. I personally do not recognize them for the old times, but I don't know. I'm kind of see what they do.
Yeah, these are, I wouldn't say the best teams, but they're they're on the leaderboard. So
hey, we're streaming them. Come on, blow them up a little bit.
It's DPL, professional teams. We've got top players: Pink Pony Club with Cream Pod, Hawk, Sergeant Satu, the Kenosha Kid, and Psyces. I've seen them play before, and they're pretty alright. Like, they can be good when they want to be good. It's just that last time I've seen them, they just made mistakes too often. Like, they can aim, definitely, and they've got planning, definitely. It's just in the execution phase that sometimes they have little hiccups, which can cost them the match, especially against teams that really don't have those hiccups. On Project MKUltra, which is a new team for me, Winter Dragon, Meta Attack, Big Man. Big Man is almost a celebrity at this point. It's Big Man. Good player. MIA Spartan and Rocket Drive. I haven't played with any of these players before, I believe. Have you? Oh, well, except for Big Man. I've played with Big Man before.
I don't think I have, really.
Well, I think we can only then estimate about Big Man. So, how good is Big Man gonna be? Let's see.
I like the name. I'll be honest. Big Man is such a good name.
Big Man. Yeah, it's a famous name at this point in upper tens. If you even speak ill of Big Man or even dare to insult him, you just get a riot, like angry villagers with torches and whatnot after you. It's I'm very curious to see. Very fun to see him play as well. I'm not sure if MKUltra is new or has played many games yet, but I'm looking forward to this match. It's definitely two teams a bit lower on the leaderboard, which is gonna show us some amazingly creative strategies, like some really unusual threats, I believe.
That's the thing that, like, I think people forget is when you see these games that are like the super high top tier, is you get basically what I would call like the expected plays. On those, you just, because they play so much, you see these maps, you go, yeah, that's the play you do every time on that map. When you have these teams that are admittedly lower, they aren't as good, they are you get to see a little more creative strategies. But here we're gonna actually go to the game now.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, I mean, this map we've seen before. I believe the maps are still somewhat randomly picked, but it looks like the algorithm favors this one.
It does say Mighty in the name. I think that might do it.
Yeah. Mighty Fox. It's very interesting to see how they're gonna play it. I think this one, even like we said before, even with creative strats and whatnot, There are two viable strategies. Like at some point, you just need to get into office. I think you can be a bit more creative with defending, but attacking, like just skip crates, move through reception, and either go through lockers or construction to take hall. It seems like it's going to be split push. They were planning on blowing the red door in construction, but I'm not sure if they're actually going through with that. Project MKUltra defending, taking one neck and a dawn for wallbanging potential. I would have loved to see two necks. I think it's definitely the play to utilize the wallbanging. It's just so strong. Seeing a Gruber come out is not really something I understand fully, but who knows? Maybe it's gonna come in handy. The attacking team, lots of flashbangs, a nade for the barbed wire, probably in bathroom. One shotgun for doors. Other than that, close range with one black tar for a bit medium to long range.
Yeah, we see that smoke out in reception. Just good watching that for reception. A little teller bit they can shoot through, but no one's going to be there. We're actually seeing a lot of MK is going to be really far back, so they're going to be giving up a lot of. They're going to be giving up construction and crates. I'm assuming there's going to be some wall banks from there, but the attackers have pushed through and gotten like a good slice of the map. We're going to see a smoke for that back peek, I think, from office there, just so someone can't just sit there ready. And we do see, yep, we're going to see some wall banks there trying to get some damage in on them, but I don't see. Oh, we do see Hawk get taken down there as they did rush Hall, so they aren't giving up Hall. They're going to hold Hall. We see a nade go out to try and get rid of that barb. Sarge's going to try and push through. I don't think manages to actually take any damage. I'm kind of surprised by it. I saw a lot of shots going that way, but I don't think anything really connected. We're going to see a flash ready behind that nice little that shield they've got set up, and we're going to say, yep, does get a little bit of damage even though it's with that shield. I thought maybe those the sidewall bangs get him, and I think they eventually did hit him a little bit. We're still seeing a lot of fighting going through here. Big man waiting for Psy to come around that side. That barbed wire, I think, is sneaking around. They're keeping Sergeant there at the very least. They're good. Oh, and Sergeant goes down. That is shield down. We're gonna see Big man ready on Psy here as they're trying to. I think the attackers have kind of changed their position. They're gonna try and go through little hall here, but Big man is right there with a shotgun, takes out Cream,
Ooh.
takes out Psy.
Ooh.
Can we get a third?
Wow.
And no, it's gonna rotate back. Okay, that's smart. That's that's probably a good idea, but I want three. Oh, we're gonna see some wall bangs actually from Kid trying to get some damage in there, but isn't gonna, I think get a little bit of damage on Big man. Spartan's gonna come around, take out Kid, and the round will go to MKUltra.
Wow. Let's see if this single round is representative for the rest of the game, but that was a great defense. All 5 defenders still alive, being able to loot up a nice bit of kit from the attackers. Pink Pony Club, yes, something you definitely see which is different from the high level players is more indecisiveness and just a bit slower on the preparation. Like when you see Arise, they know what they're doing. Like, we need to push a door. All right, one guy just ready with a flashbang. You don't even need to ask him. They just know it automatically. Pink Pony Club, a bit more setup required. A few seconds, just get everybody ready to go through that door. Both teams just play a bit more carefully. Project MKUltra just took it home with very clean setup, very nice wall bangs. Taking down that shield was crucial, very well played. Let's see if they can do it again on a map where wall banging is a lot less prevalent. We're on to Factory with huge catwalks in the middle and a big open area which Office can just very cleanly see. I think that if they go for servers, which is a free door, they don't need to use explosives, they are gonna need a lot of smoke to get past that Office, because there's gonna be somebody there, probably with a sniper or other long-range weapon, and just rain down hell. Looks like the attackers are actually planning on going for free. They bring a sniper of their own, the Saber. Lights are a bit deeper into walkways, so utilizing the night vision of that sniper might not come to play. The defenders are setting up a mob on dog, so we're gonna see a sniping battle. Both snipers are gonna have eyes on each other, and it's just gonna come down to who is the better sniper.
Who shoots first, basically.
Who shoots first, and, well, I mean, also get a headshot. That's far from guaranteed. The defenders are aware of that red door, but I don't think the attackers, Pink Pony Club, is going for a office push necessarily. I think they just want to ignore office, which, if you're quick about it and you can get to those stairs, it's fine. But if that smoke runs out in those 30 seconds, office is just gonna have vision again, and you're stuck there. So you need to either re-smoke or just rotate.
Yeah, we're gonna see them set up on that servers push. We do see, I think that's Winter ready.
Winter with a nasty angle.
Oh wait, oh no, I'm sorry, that's actually Meta Attack sitting there ready on the servers there. We're gonna see, yep, Flash goes out into servers, no one's there, obviously. We're gonna see, yep, we're gonna see that office charge ready. And I think Big Man here's, yeah, smoke goes out, Big Man's running out on them a little bit. Oh, I think Big Man just late barbed that. We see a mop shot go out. I don't think it connects there, but oh, we do see Hawk take out Big Man though, which is pretty rough from that rotate. But Mop is ready here, is ready to start contesting some of these shots a little bit, is waiting for them to kind of push in to the actual factory floor here, but I don't think anything's coming out. We see some shots going around trying to keep them out. Again, everyone's kind of waiting. Everyone's in a holding pattern, waiting for someone to do something. We see a Flash go out in office. I don't think actually Flash is the one there. And yeah, we do see Cream get taken out as we see a shot from Mop. I think manages to connect, but I don't think it killed. We see Psy actually go out while Sergeant is actually going to pick up Meta there, as it is not much. It's actually still pretty even. I changed that because Sergeant just, well, no, Hawk actually just got rid of the one up on office there, so it is just Hawk pushing through, trying to takes out Mop, is gonna try and takes out Spartan, and the round will go to Pink Pony Club.
That's what Hawk getting a 4K, just great aim with that tar. It's like you saw, just great head taps, great little head taps. Winter not really successful with that mob, missing a few shots. I believe we saw Sawtooth with a mob bullet flank just over their head, just shaving a few hairs away. It seemed like pushing. Oh, they actually blew. Wait, did the defenders kick that red door, or did they blow it?
They blew it, and then Big Man late barbed it.
Wow.
Which was evil, but sadly didn't do as much as they think they hoped. I think they did keep them out a little bit, but obviously
there's a dead body on that barb, so it did something. Sadly, the walkways just fell, allowed for flanking. Winter with the mob didn't know that there was an enemy on his left flanking him. We did. We saw it on the map. Sadly, they don't have a mini map, so that's just a shame. The attackers instantly coming out with the big AK. Hawk stole the big AK from the defenders. That's gonna come in handy on this map before we switch up the sides. Satu, I think, might hold on to that Saber, trying to get some shots from lobby, maybe into accounting or into teller. This is a very interesting one. The hall has a little bit of a L shape, or upside down question mark shape would be maybe more accurate, which is plenty of hiding spots. Like having one corner to clear is nasty, but just having 1, 2, 3 corners in a row to clear, that's some very, very good shotgun potential. Looks like they want a wall charge on loans. They don't have door charges left, so they have to wall charge one of the two spots. It looks like a split push. They want to ignore most of the map. They don't even want to go through manager, security, lobby, teller, hall, bathroom. Just ignore all of that.
I mean, it's not a bad idea, because it just seems they are literally just spending the util to get the room that gets them the button and the room that gets them the vault, and literally on bank, that's all you need. The entirety of the rest of the map can just be ignored.
Why spend effort and resources on parts of the map where the objective ain't is? Like, It's a valid threat. If they can get a hold, like just press that button, and the other side just gets into the vault, that's a very clean win. The downside is that it relies on 2 points of aggression, 2 points of contact, essentially, which means that both points need to be successful in their push. You can't like just have only the button be successful and the vault push not, or vice versa. They would just completely kill the entire round.
Yeah. It's a gamble, but it's a pretty safe gamble, if that makes sense. We see flashes, or we see a molly go out, I think, over that fire extinguisher they used. We see already a flash, one ended up getting wasted. We're gonna see another flash go out soon, I think, here. Yep, right through the window. Flashes right on Spartan. We're gonna see Meta try and come in and try and help there. We're actually gonna see a third one with the auto shotty trying to keep them off the button with, oh, I think they actually have the shield. I didn't even notice that. They had the shield and the auto shotty. 2 huge weapons there. They just pop. They pop Kid, they pop Cream. It is just Hawk left on that button push. And I think you're right. I think exactly what you're worried about is about to happen is the other push gets killed, and now you're standing next to the vault and you can't open it. As we see the Pony Club just get taken out one by one on that loans there by Big Man, and the round will go to MKUltra.
Definitely. I think, honestly, watching this, it didn't even come down to strategy. Like the attacking Pink Pony Club strategy was completely fine, although you kind of relied on both sides working. It's just gunplay. We've seen Pink Pony Club, a few members of, like, they push the shield, the defenders have the shield, they push it, and they just get shot by a second guy. And they didn't do that once, they did it twice. Very well played by the shield, obviously, but you gotta keep you don't focus on the shield. That's quite a rookie mistake. And that last final gunfight, he was aiming at feet whilst the head was way higher up. Those are battles you don't really want to be playing against MKUltra, which, like we saw, can definitely headshot.
Yeah, they really rushed him down too, which is just really, really bad. It's like, there's not much you can do here. They had the upper hand with literally having the shield and auto shotty. So it's like, oh, okay, you want to jump shield, cool, and then just turned that accounting into a bloodbath of some sort.
Yeah, that's not something you want to push against. That's just, you take it out with either a nice flank or utility, but gunfighting that, don't even think about it. It looks like we're back on Kill House with MKUltra on the attack this time and Pink Pony Club on the defense for the next 3 rounds. Pink Pony Club having the nice idea of barbing bathroom. Well, it's technically not officially bathroom, but it is a bathroom. And hall. They are placing a fire extinguisher at the locker's door. I would barb that personally, but placing that fire extinguisher does allow them to shoot it and have a few seconds of just smoke. I think they're planning on using that smoke to get close in with a shotgun and then shooting from point blank.
For once, we're actually going to see someone play in the... There we go, in the reception there. And that does... Sergeant and Big Man both go down. And Hawk does manage to, I think, get a little bit of damage and walk out, as we do see Winter take out Rem on that lockers push. So it's not... they're both pretty even. I think, well, actually, Pink Pony has lost... Well, never mind. Now they're both even.
Wow.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. Pink Pony Club has lost a lot more members here as we see Rocket and them push in, and Kid gets taken out, and it is... Yeah, I think the only one left on Pink Pony is Hawk, and they managed to take out Meta on the other side there, but they are far away from Bomb, and they have to fight 3 people. They got Nigmars. Let's see. Nope. You see that jump in? There was some confidence in that. You know what?
That was a very bold move.
But the round will go to MKUltra.
MKUltra taking the lead. I mean, Hawk can definitely shoot. Very nice pick on big man. Very nice one pistol 1v1 with who was that on? Meta attack. Very nice played. Bit confident knowing that there are 3 enemies left. Likely all in office. Likely watching the door. They hear footsteps from. There wasn't honestly much he could do anyway. Killing 2 of the attackers just didn't leave him enough time to kill the last one. They probably have defused. It's a bit of a shame how Pink Pony Club plays. Like what we're seeing on screen right now. I'm not sure which player that was. Might have been Satu. Not entirely sure. But pushing out into lockers with no smoke, with no utility, and just a shotgun, knowing that there are multiple attackers there, you're defending. You don't need to push them. Why would you walk out like that? That's just asking to get shot.
Maybe some attempt to catch them off guard, but you're catching 3 people off guard. It's someone. If you're gambling, one of those is gonna be on guard.
Yeah. It's also the bomb room, you know. Of course, there's somebody aiming their gun towards the bomb room, even if the other 2 aren't. So it's. I like the idea behind it, but it's just a place you can't really be making. Like having another shotgun in office probably would have really put it hot on MKUltra's push. They didn't take that much utility with them. It looks like we're back on office with our beautiful walkways. MKUltra making plans from storage, but they're not telling us how they're getting into storage. I think it might be blowing dock, just smoking and rushing
they got
into storage.
Door charge on storage.
Do they? Let me just.
It's right at the bottom there.
Yes, I can barely see it on my screen. They do have a door charge. That's probably a good push. I like their idea, just going into that button. They're planning to use a nade on that green door. I've not seen that green door barbed like ever. And even if it's barbed, you could probably just get away with a torch. But hey, better be safe than sorry. I can understand it. Servers and office are getting barbed up heavily. Office might need to get cleared, either by direct gunfight or by rushing it, because they have an angle on bomb. Other than that, most barbed wires are just there to be ignored. I think Project MKUltra has the better plan, as to say.
Yeah,
Let's see if they can secure the win.
Yeah, I think they're doing a split push, sending some into green there, because I do see a 3 on there. Oh, it seems like they're sending only 1 there, just to kind of split their attention. Oh no, they're sending the second one up there. I think that person had the charge. There we go, some flashes out. They're getting into storage pretty easily. We see some rotates ready for that. And Cream just immediately mopping out Rocket there, just immediately gone.
Nice admin panel.
There we go. And we see a few shots coming out as they push in. We do see Big Man manage to take out Kid at the top there in servers. And a lot of fire happening over there, I think. Yep, with Spartan also taking out Sai. So that's, I think, their top bit there. Their top defense is kind of gone as we see them actually. Oh, actually, instead, Meta and Kid are going to rotate. Or I think it's Meta and Spartan. Oh, well, never mind. Spartan's gone with that mop again. Cream
good shot.
Putting in good work with that. Managing to get a lot done here, as we do see, even though Pink Pony only has 2 players left, MKUltra's people aren't looking super hot, except for Winter, who's mostly been outside and was helping clear that servers. So the health economy might not really be in their favor, even though they do have the player lead. But we do see Big Man manage to take out Hawk. Or actually, no, sorry. We see Big Man take out Sergeant there. And it is just Cream with the mop who is going to go down, and the round will go to MKUltra.
Wow. Cream with some very nice mob shots. Definitely some good. Lots of patience on the second one. Sadly, the team kind of fell apart, and trying to defend yourself with your secondary against 3 men whilst low on health. That's tough. That's tough. Project MKUltra, again, nice push. Did make a few mistakes. Did try to test with a mob at a certain point from distance. Should have probably just stayed hidden until your teammates could move him out. But again, Pink Pony Club, they're playing very aggressive on defense. I've noticed very, very eager to get to the enemy, but it's costing them their match. I think they need to just sit this one. Well, I wouldn't say sit it out, but just hide, just hold, just set up in servers, set up in manager, set up in accounting, maybe ice on lobby, and just play safely, play securely. We're gonna see a lot of utility coming out now. It's the last round before we switch again, which means that all util that hasn't been used must be used now or it's lost. We see MKUltra planning to use a wall charge into loans and then just go entrance trying to get the button. They're expecting a barb on entrance, but they're not gonna get it. They're gonna get one in accounting, which they can nade. I think not barbing entrance is quite a big mistake here. Barbing entrance as well as accounting means that they need to use a nade on one of the two, but not both. This is just going to leave them perfectly open. They can just rush through straight into accounting with no defensive measures taken by the defenders. The attackers are going to do a split push, probably just going for that button. After which the lone side, the Tango team or whatever, is gonna try to get into the vault. Getting into the vault is gonna be a bit tricky. They might be able to get the button team to rotate, help them out, if they succeed, obviously. But yeah, very.
Go down.
Ooh.
And I think we're getting that clack soon. Yep, clacked, and we see that that smoke go out immediately. I think, was that a late barb, or were they just running in to try and do something? We do see a smoke on that teller angle just in case, but no one is playing in lobby. The most that we can see is Hawk maybe get some shots to that security hole, but that's it. But yeah, the attackers pretty much just have all lobbies themselves. And yeah, and Hawk, who was gonna say there, ran out. So, they're trying to shoot through the manager into the security hole into manager, which is pretty good, but I don't think they can connect to anything. Obviously, Big Band kind of trying to keep their attention on loans, kind of probably waiting until they get that button open as see Spartan pushing in as Cream has to kind of rotate around. Well, Sergeant is going to run in to try and help a little bit, but Cream does go down to Spartan. Sergeant again waiting for them. I think he's going to instead wait for the rotate. Same kind of like how Big Band is waiting for the button instead. We see that security door to manager get popped open as Hawk does manage to get through, takes out Spartan, takes out, oh my god, managed to take out Meta as well. Well, I think that's
good play.
Let's see, we see Rocket go down from the side as well. It is, I think, Winter running in to try and avenge his fellow comrades, trying to go after Hawk there, but instead is going to try and go out and meets up with Sergeant, who's just going to take him out with the auto shotty. Big Band's the only one left, Sergeant maybe getting a little too excited, manages to take out Hawk instead, gets taken out by Big Man. It is now a 1v1, while previously it would have been a 2v1 if it wasn't for that team kill. Now, while it is a 1v1, Big Man, we are sitting here with, I think, about 23 health. Well, Kid is sitting with a KR in a nice defendable position at 100 health. And Big Man's got to do something soon, because Big Man's the only one who's got to worry about the clock. Kid, if he waits, they're fine. Gonna, I think, come up on that barb there soon, which Kid is ready for. Oh, but I think, he does manage to get around the barb, though. We see a flash go out. Just flashes Kid a little bit, but is that going to be? No, it is not going to be enough, I think, for Big Man, as we do see, yep, Big Man gets taken out by Kid, and the round will go to Pink Pony Club.
Beautifully played by Pink Pony Club. That Flugel, that late barb, was just phenomenally placed. It's a shame the auto shotgun was perched up quite far away from that barb, so that was definitely a win by Big Man. Not sure where that team kill came from. Big Man being to pick up 2 kills plus that team kill turned a 1v4 in a 1v1. So although Pink Pony Club did defend quite well, those were the kind of plays you don't want to see. That's risking a lot, that's dangerous. but they do manage to get one just before the switch. So sadly, they can't utilize the utility that they stole. We're back at C-Store. A very nice C-Store. We got a big wide entrance giving access to both liquor as well as storefront, which is more than usually. So entrance is more valuable than usual. It looks like they want to blow bathroom, going into teller, and flow through arcade. That's a lot of utility right there. Those are 2 door charges gone on what, in my opinion, not the best entrance points. Yeah, what do you think of that, Gamer?
I think this is a lot of util to start with by blowing both arcade and bathroom. I mean, I guess at that point, then all it becomes is the storefront show, but there could be something there. I think honestly, probably, yeah, they've done exactly what I was thinking. I was like, remove that shed push, just focus on the bathroom, because if you can get that teller, I think they were trying to maybe get arcade just so they could pop that, they can make sure the freezer button doesn't get pushed, but to turn off power. But yeah, I think that what they're just going to do, as we can see, is just bathroom, teller, open up entrance, and then turn storefront into a shooting gallery.
Yeah. I think that's definitely the right play there as well. The defense seems to use 4 barbed wires. They're coming out a bit expensive. I think C-Store is definitely a map where barbed wire can be good.
And we're going to see Sergeant ready with that auto shot. It seems to be a sort of common occurrence. Waiting on that green. We are only going to see 2 greens, so even if it goes bad for MKUltra, they're only sacrificing 2 players there. We do see a shot, the grenade go out, and I think that manages to get a little bit of damage on Sergeant there. I think actually the Molly did some more damage instead. Hawk, I think, took a little bit of damage to the door there. We see the charge go out. We see that nice little push into Teller there as Cream is going to try and get around. Spartan's watching, pops it. We see the entrance open up. Storefront is now their own. And we see Rocket try and push through, but does manage to get taken out by Big Man. Actually, is that or Sergeant managed to get taken by Big Man, who was trying to wait for Rocket, but did manage to Big Man had to come around and help. But Hawk does manage to get rid of Rocket. Hawk is going to be sitting in that freezer as we see Sai actually come around and get meta on that storefront push. And that's pretty good, pretty for them. And Winter is going to come back and avenge his comrade, though, and get rid of Sai there. Well, we do see Kid go down as well. And it's just Hawk who gets taken out from behind, who's trying to do a flank into Teller. Big Man takes them out, and the round will go to MKUltra.
Yeah. It's a shame to see the auto shotgun lost again. Maybe the attackers, MKUltra, can actually secure it. I think that's going to be a huge asset. Lots of barbed wire by the defenders. 4 out of the 8 barbed wire that they have were used right there. And they didn't get much for it. They didn't really play around the barbed wire either. Which is very interesting to me. Like, you barb a hallway for a few reasons. One is just intel, like they make sound. One is to potentially delay them a bit if you want to wall bang or something. Just make them slow down so they're easier to line up. And the last one is just to play off of. Like, if you place a barbed wire and you hold that angle, it's really disincentivizing them to push in. But just placing a barb and then not doing anything with it, that's just a waste. 4 barbed wires in this case. They don't have a lot left, so let's see how they're gonna defend this one. I think they can be a bit more lenient on the barbed wire here, a bit more saving them. The attackers are going for what, in my opinion, is not the most popular push, going through jungle. I've tried it a few times myself, and it's not been successful. Base and pits are more secure strats, especially if you want to blow up a wall. Like, they were playing on using a wall charge. I'm not sure if they're still doing that. And it does work, but you can achieve the exact same thing by just going to base. The only difference is that they don't have 1,000 meters of runway to shoot you from first. So Very curious. It seems like they're rotating to pit entirely, which is definitely an improvement in my opinion. Have you played this map before, and how do you usually play it?
I don't think I have. Admittedly, I've been away on a trip for about like a week or so. So
yeah, this is somewhat newer map, I believe, made by one of the charity. I believe it's Omid's map, community member, designed this one, or well, didn't design it, but suggested it and was designed after that. Very big castle, very unusual beach. It's just the usual layout of Killdome has just been jiggled around and just completely torn apart, basically. With something very unique, very different to approach.
let's see. Yeah, we do see that door kick. We do see Molly there and some people watching it, but nothing too explosive yet. We do see them, I think, just trying to maybe get them looking that way, as we do see, I think, them blowing into pit there. We see a rotate out, I think, by side there, trying to get out of there, set up a little more of a defensive position, as the attackers just have pit free. They've got button if they want it, and yep, they want it because they just turned it off. They think only a few of them have. I can't tell if any of them have night vision. I don't know exactly. We see a saber shot go through at least, so yeah, they have saber, so that's something at least. Them kicking down the doors, I think, trying to make that. I don't know. That's going to be good for them. Yeah, we do see Krem just take a shot from Castle there. Wow. Take out Big Man there with the mop. Very nice. But they're going to smoke the bomb, and they're just going to get on bomb. They know the objective. It's defuse the bomb. So why would they do anything else but get on the bomb? And we see that works out as we see Hawk take out, does take out Winter, but does also manage to take out his own fellow teammate. Just absolute bloodbath over there as friends upon friends there, killing each other by accident there. And the round will go to Pink Pony Club. By the time I was going to finish saying that Krem accidentally was killed by one of his team members, the entire enemy team was pretty much dead. So damn.
Such a good start by MKUltra, but they messed it up. Now, apart from the team damage and somehow Satu destroying themselves, the Saber was just not watching what I would expect it to watch. I saw bit there, and they were watching base, whilst the entire defending team, obviously after audibly kicking down the castle gate, like the drawbridge, they just were rushing out, and the Saber was pointing somewhere else, not covering their teammates back. And that smoke is really nice to start defusing the bomb, but if it's suddenly swarmed by 3 defenders with an SMG, I don't know. So now the defenders, Pink Pony Club, have secured a cutting torch and the Saber. Sure, that's gonna come in handy sometime.
I'm not sure if the cutting torch can help, but the Saber might be nice.
I mean, not on this map. It's there are particular factory maps where you can lock yourself into one of the container trucks, just close it up, lock yourself in, and then cut in one slot. Like, if you look from the outside into that slot, it's just pitch black. You can't see anything. But from inside the truck looking outwards, you can just see everything and everybody. It's absolutely busted. It's hilarious. Takes some setup and some luck, but definitely cool to see. That's not what we're seeing on this map, though. We're seeing another kill box map with a big central pillbox, which the defenders seem to be keen on defending. Not too sure about that. Pillboxes are usually kind of a death trap, in my experience. But the attackers are running low on utility. They still have plenty of flashbangs to be a menace, and they do have 2 shotguns, which they're gonna take both. The defenders are taking more long-range weapons. Very interestingly, we're seeing the Ingmars, we're seeing the Dawn, versus MKUltra taking SMGs, the neck even, and shotguns. That's very polar opposite of each other, I think.
And we see a bar get blown, as we're gonna see them start to push on that. We do see, I think they just popped a fire extinguisher on that. Actually, Meta's gonna push around and just take out the Sergeant on the Dawn. Sergeant seems like those power weapons. We see Meta push through again and take out Krem, and now it is just I think it's just Kid who, in that club, who's also gone. So now the only people left on Pink Pony Club is Sai and Hawk in that kitchen, who are, making themselves known, taking out
Wow.
Big Man, and I think also Meta. They are, yeah, they might be the only two left, but they have a lot more of a defensible position and are on bombs. They're doing a lot better here. And we see the rotate trying to go through the top wave. Create, see a flash go. I think no, it does not get Psy. As Psy's going to push through. I don't know why he pushed through. Yeah, the Nigmar and gets taken out, as well as Winter coming from behind, taking out Hawk, and the round will go to MKUltra.
Yeah. I like the idea of taking long-range weapons on this map, and I mean that Ingmar spray by Psysis was really good. It's just that the enemies are like, oh cool, he has an Ingmar, let's just flank him or like get close, and then then what are you gonna do? You're not gonna out-damage a shotgun or an SMG at that point. So quite questionable on this map to take such long-range weapons, and not on some of the maps we've seen before where they could have been very good. Also, what was Sergeant Satu doing with the Dawn in the green, in the free? That just... It feels like
I think
poor
maybe they were
positioning.
hoping to get some hits in and then rotate out, but there was no barb there, so I don't think they really had much of a chance to get out of there.
Yeah, there was no barb. You barbed your own door. You don't have cover. The Dawn just doesn't have DPS to win a 1v1. Definitely not a play you want to make. That kind of stuff costs you the game. It's 3-6 though, so they can still pull it back. We're on C-Store once again with the very valuable entrance. I would like to see somebody just blow entrance, which just one flashbang and you've got liquor, and if you got liquor you can rotate into storefront with 2 cross angles at it. One person can go bomb and you can just hold. You don't even need to go into arcade. You can just hold from there. But it seems like the defenders are expecting them to go through bathroom, which as an attacker, you never want to go through bathroom. Every single one of those little stalls can have a defender hiding with a shotgun, and you don't want to be checking all of them one by one. You don't have the utility, you don't have the time. You don't even have the patience, honestly. The defenders are going for entrance, it seems. They're the wrong stuff, so that's good to see. That's definitely a good play to make. The defenders are preparing torches, it seems. The few barbs they have. No, not a whole lot of util. We're seeing close-range weapons coming out, finally. Pink Pony Club also using a lot of close range, one bit more mid-range. They still have a grenade, which is, I mean, toss that grenade in bathroom and you're gonna clean up some people. If they play it well and utilize those angles they have, which they can secure by liquor and entrance, I think they can even defuse with the enemy still alive.
There we go. We see that charge go out, them pushing through, immediately just rushing into that storefront. Nade back of storefront. We see, I think that's Rocket go down as Meta is going to take out Hawk, who was pushed in the farthest. And then we do see just 2 down and Teller. We will see Cream and Kenosha. While we see Big Man get taken out by Sergeant, who's rushing in as well. Actually, Kenosha managed to take out Meta over there on storefront, and it has quickly become a 1v3 problem here for Meta here over on MKUltra, having to see what they can do against this. They are weirdly, the attackers are playing very safe, and I say this because they have 3 and they have bomb, and they haven't decided to start trying to put any pressure on Meta by defusing it or anything like that. I think we're going to start hitting that now. Yeah, now we're starting to see that. We see some flashes go out. This might go well for Meta because Meta is coming in from behind, throws a molly onto Sergeant, scares them. They don't know where he went. Then he runs around, and sadly, the bomb has been defused. So the round does go to Pink Pony Club, but Meta is still here, and Meta goes down to Kid.
Wow, that Molotov, that was the way he threw it, just about prevented the fire from reaching the person defusing the bomb. If that had reached, they could have probably cleaned it up. That was a good flank. Sadly, not successful. Generally well played by Pink Pony Club, I think, or by MKUltra at that time. I think Pink Pony Club did, again, make some mistakes running out. Like, they held Liquor, which was good. I think MKUltra should have pushed Liquor, but they didn't. All right. But then you kill an enemy and you're like, ooh, let's now push out of Liquor into the open whilst they have entrance open. I don't get the thought process behind that, but oh well, let's see how they do this map.
Listen, if it worked though, it would have been really cool.
You
have to factor that in when you go, why did anyone do that? Because if it did work, it would have been really cool. Good.
Just walking around like you own the place. Yeah. Yeah. Sadly, MKUltra doesn't allow that kind of discrepancy.
Nope.
We're seeing Pink Pony Club now on the attack. We've switched rounds. MKUltra defending, Pink Pony Club attacking. Back on Omid's Sword Loose, Operation Sword Loose, the Kill Dome map. And it looks like the defenders are surprisingly defending jungle with a barb. It's one barb, better safe than sorry, I get it. Then the attackers are split pushing from base, and are they pit? I can't see if they place anything on pit. By the way, they're going for base, which definitely is not a bad play. The defenders are quite light on util. They do take some mid to long range weapons, whilst the defenders are, again, or the attackers are more close quarters. We see one door charge and one nade. If they toss that nade into castle, that's gonna get some damage.
We are going to see the shield come out as well. As we see base get blown, Molly goes on it. The attackers take a little bit of damage there. Sergeant taking the most there, with Krem taking a little bit as well. And we see, right, I hear those flashes get pulled as the entire enemy team is rotated looking at this now. And we see nice little shots from base in there, trying to get some damage. We see Meta manage to take out Sergeant there, as we see Kid go down, Sai go down. It is just Cream and Hawk here, as we see trying to see something going on. Big Man getting this, trying to get in and do something, but Meta managed to take out Cream as well. And it is just Hawk up in this jungle with Spartan here. And I'm sure we're gonna hear some calls soon, or they're probably hearing some calls soon. But hey, guys over here, let's rotate, let's get them down. But Hawk is actually gonna walk outside and instead rotate back to that bloodbath. Oh no, just walking out, and does it take out Spartan though? Let's see if Hawk can pull this back on his own, as this is the if they lose this, well, they lost this. And the round will go to Project MKUltra, and this first game goes to MKUltra.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the better play. Pink Pony Club. Again, players just walking in the open. Like, they're seeing one... They're getting shot from one direction, and then they have a nade, and like, I'm gonna toss a nade at him. And then they just walk into the door opening, whilst there are 2-3 other angles looking at them. That's tunnel vision, I think. Very tunnel vision. Might be the nerves, might be their adrenaline pumping, but that's dangerous. That's gonna cost you the round. Very well played by MKUltra, holding that. Good sniping. I'm not sure who was on the sniper last time, but that was some good shooting.
MKUltra. I mean, they just know. They knew where they were going, and they just had literally every angle. They had someone up in castle, they had someone up in base, or down in base, they had someone far in on sort of like base to beachish more. They just had every single place. So anytime when they just went in one by one, it was just everyone shot them and they were down. Yeah, that's how you play that. There are ways to prevent that from happening. A good smoke would have blocked most of those lines, but Pink Pony Club wasn't able to pull that off, getting cleaned up. Good last stand with the tar, picking up a kill, a bit of damage. Got one, yeah. But that's a tough push. That's a tough push. I don't think many people would have been able to pull that off. Storming a castle on your own, quite literally. Very fun to see. I believe we have one more game. Seeing if Pink Pony Club can tie it up, or if MKUltra takes the win. We'll take a short break. We'll take a little break, and we'll see you all soon. Hello everyone, welcome back. We're setting up here for the next game in the illustrious Pink Pony Club versus MKUltra. And we just finished the first game if you're just joining us, and it was it was pretty interesting.
It was definitely it kind of predicted, well, we predicted the unpredictability of the match, I guess. Some very quick plays, mistakes were made, victories were made. Fun to watch though. Can't say anything else, and it's fun to watch. Yeah, we're back with the second round. I think the current standing between Pink Pony Club and Team MKUltra is 0-1. MKUltra being ahead. If MKUltra wins this round, that means that they won the matchup, basically, get 2 points. And if Pink Pony wins, then they tie and they both get 1 point. I'm actually curious to see how that would shift them.
I think I have to tell you, I think it's 2 points per win.
Yeah, 2 points per win. That's what I said, right?
Did you? Okay. I swear you said
Ultra
1
wins,
point.
they get 2 points. No, if they tie, they both get 1 point. If MKUltra wins, they get 2 points. Pink Pony Club is not on the top 12 leaderboard, so I can't really tell you how much points they would get.
The bottom. They currently have 2 points.
They can go for 3 points. Hey, who knows? You know, they could get 1 more. Project MKUltra is currently at 5. If they tie, they get 6. If they win, they get 7. 7 would place them on 11th above Ratus, although they are playing a game as well, or soon at least. So if they win, they're shifting up again. Very exciting, very fun to keep an eye on the tracker. We also got some stats already from the first game. That was very quick. Hawk and Big Man being absolute MVPs. Hawk with 1500 damage, Crampot with 1000, Psyces with 900, and down from there. Big Man also with 1500 damage, a bit more though than Hawk. So great player, great MVP. And the rest of the team are actually pretty decent as well, around 1000. So although Big Man,
they're pretty consistent.
Is top. They're pretty consistent all across the board. Yeah, pretty even stats as well. Rocket Dive not having a lot of attack success, but do have a lot of defense success. KDs are looking pretty good all across the board. Meta attack has a slightly negative KD, but KD doesn't really mean anything, right? If you gotta take one for the team to push through the door, so be it. As it looks right now, with the stats, I think MKUltra's a bit more advantageous. It looks like we're back on kill house, a different kill house though that we've seen before. Still pillbox, checkpoint, a very nasty hall as well. Securing that hall gives a lot of access to practically most of the map. The defenders know that, trying to barb it up, trying to get angles from pillbox. The attackers, on the other hand, have absolutely no interest in going for checkpoint and instead are just opting for backstage. I mean, why not, you know? There's probably nobody hiding there. Maybe one person.
We saw what could happen at checkpoint and then the Rise tempo game, you know?
Exactly. I think that might have scared them off. They saw that and were like, yeah, you know, I'm good. Let's just go backstage. Very valid push as well. It seems like they're throwing out arrows to see the flow, how people should walk. Ooh, Hawk actually using a big brain moment right there, barbing up backstage. He's probably gonna try and hold backstage. I would assume, otherwise you don't barb it if you're not gonna keep an eye on that. We see Sergeant Sato with a neck on checkpoint. They're putting a lot of eggs into checkpoint, as to say. And I think that once they notice that backstage is gonna be blown, they're kind of in the wrong position for that.
I'm surprised they're putting so much on checkpoint, considering that this is a new round with new econ, and yeah, backstage. Well, actually, backstage is interesting in its own way. Backstage is probably not that good, honestly, but because of the fact they're banging for checkpoint, that it's like, yeah, we do see. I think that's a nade. Did that go well? That did well.
Yeah.
Okay. Got rid of that, and then we do see that Molly's gonna keep them back. We do see Sergeant is gonna rotate out to try and help out Hawk. They're both next to each other, which is maybe not the greatest idea, but I think Sergeant's just trying to get a little bit closer with that knack. We see Cream trying to shoot from afar and Club getting some damage in there, while also getting some damage themselves. We see Sergeant right on there. I think gets flashed, but does manage to take out Spartan, while Big Man does manage to take out them, and is absolutely just decimated there. As we do see, yeah, Sai gets just destroying it to them, as we do see Big Man manage to push in and get rid of Kid, and it's now with 2v2 with both players pretty hurt. We see a flash go into that crates areas. Big Man's gonna push through, take out Big Pod, does get takes out Cream Pod, does manage to get taken out by Sai, and it is just Winter is gonna try and see if they can get it on Sai. There's not much util, and Sai definitely is losing in the health department, but we might be able to do something here. They're both playing very carefully. Okay, well, actually, I don't think Winter would really be counted as playing carefully, but they're running around. They're very antsy right now.
Oh!
Winter
I did not expect
jumping around the side and just blasting Sai there with the big KR. Just absolutely just managed to pull that back way more than I thought they were going to be able to. Jesus.
I just wanted to say, like, Winter can't take a single shot from any weapon, while Satu could probably take 2, I think. I'm not sure how much the big AK actually deals damage. But Satu, or they weren't aware, I'm not sure who held the last stand, but they weren't aware that Winter was that low. So actually opting to use the shorty, which missed, and that's rough to see, but beautiful play. Very good push. That could have gone both ways, honestly. That was extremely close. And we're up to bank. Oh, and that's a nice bank. Oh, it's this bank. So, if you want to be funny about it, you place 5 barbed wires in security in an all-sit-in vault. If the attackers bring a grenade, your entire plan fails. If they don't, they have to push through 5 barbed wires. I don't think we're gonna see that play, although it would be incredibly funny. I think they're gonna be playing a bit more serious, a bit more secure. a bit more realistic. Barbing entrance is just a must, honestly. Nice barbell manager, but I don't think the attackers have any wants for manager. I think they're going through servers. It seems that's quite a play actually. There's no reason to go through servers, right? Usually people, especially on the attack, would want to avoid servers since it's dark. They have automatic shotgun. The defenders have automatic shotguns. They have regular shotguns. They can just sit in servers, play close range, and you and your SMG aren't gonna win that. So to just say, screw it, we're pushing servers is quite brave of the attackers. It's also cheap on economy. Just one door charge. The attackers using their secured AK, big. It's not called an AK, I believe, in this game, but it's a big AK. And the AP-25 SMG, whilst the defenders are using a lot of shotguns. An AK-12, lots of shotguns, including the auto shotgun. Few barbs. If Sergeant Satu can get a few kills, that's just gonna be massive. I think if he positions well, he's definitely gonna be able to do so.
Yeah, we see a lobby smoke. Oh, and a smoke in that teller to kind of try and get rid of that long angle. That's not bad. I don't think it's super great, but we're gonna see that charge go out in bathroom. Flash goes out into that loans, and we see them pushing in. We do see some rotates on the counting side. They get that door open, I think, in servers, trying to. And we do see Spartan just get in behind and take out Hawk. And I think that's just the kid in teller there. As we do see, we do see servers fights a little bit there, pushing or trying to kick that servers to counting. And ooh, Spartan actually gets taken out by a kid at the bottom there. That's pretty rough for that second side. But I think there was another one going. Yeah, we see Winter. Winter is also down in lobby. It's going to try and help that push into counting, especially because Big Man and Rocket are a little bit worried about that Cream, and we do see some shots going out that way. I think Sergeant trying to get some shots to that security as well. But oh, Cream managed to take out Big Man, runs out, takes out Meta, is going for Winter, but managed to get out Winter as well. So far, a 3K by Cream there. Doing pretty good, as we do see Rocket is the only one left on Project MKUltra, and he's gonna have to contend with 2 shotguns, an auto shotty and a tub. Now it doesn't have any util left. He is a full health, but
they need a flashbang.
Yeah, currently not any flashbangs. I think they're gonna go hunting for some. Check out their friend. I'm sure their buddies are going, hey, I got a flash on the air. Oh, actually, one of them is probably just told that they had a shorty shotty. So now Rocket's walking up to this also with a shotgun to be able to get into security here. See it open a nice little fire extinguisher to get that.
That's bad.
And also a molly to keep him out of there. And just running out of time. Rocket is here and is trying to find a safe way to get through here. But I don't think it's finding any comforting things here. And again, they have 7 seconds to start defusing that bomb. Is going to try and run in. Does manage to get Cream, but Sergeant will take it, and the round will go to Pink Pony Club.
Still getting one more kill there at the very end, but that Molotov, that was just tough. That you want to take your time, or well, you want to push tactically. You know, you don't want to have to rush in like that, especially if they have shotguns. And that Molly just threw his last bit of time out, forcing him to play way more aggressive than they wanted. Very nice hold, very nice cleanup by Cream, I believe, with a 3K. Yeah, not bad at all. They still have the auto shotgun, which might not be the best pick on this map, but it's probably gonna come in handy on the next one. We're back on Killdome, a really fun map. I like this one. It's always a sniper battle that commences because the defenders just have an amazing elevated sniper position that oversees all of jungle, base, and beach. Can support castle. It's just a good mob position, and not taking it is just throwing utility away. The attackers, however, know that, and the only way to deal with the sniper is either making him blind by using smokes, or just taking him out with your own sniper. It looks like they might want to try and torch the castle gate. Probably if the power goes out. Otherwise, you can just press the button that's on beach and it opens up. Taking castle is pretty critical to this push. I think beach is definitely the strongest push on this map. Good choice on that. Saves utility and it's just better overall. But you need that castle gun. If you got control of castle, and you made sure that there are no snipers in jungle, you can just flow out of that green door onto bomb and just have your teammates in castle covering you. Let's see if they manage to make their assault work. I always love a good castle assault.
Yeah, with that. I was just seeing the torch on the castle door, and I kind of forgot if you can actually do that or not.
Yeah, no, you can. It just takes a bit, but I would prefer it if they just push the button.
But it'd be really funny if they didn't. All right, they're gonna, I think, kick that down soon enough. We're gonna see if the mop immediately takes someone out. Or I don't think the mop's actually watching that explicitly right now. They're probably pretty safe to click that. There we go. We see. Ooh, oh, never mind. I was wrong.
Wow.
Oh wait, actually, never mind. The saber immediately takes out. We see Psy. Yeah. I don't think that was that. I don't think that was the mop. No, that wasn't the mop.
That was the saber. No.
And ooh, that Molly. I think manages to take out Rocket Drive there, which is pretty. I'm kind of surprised they got killed on Molly there, but all right. We do see Sergeant close there. We see a nade back into castle trying to get rid of those barbs. See a bunch of flashes going out into castle. Try and take that castle. Sadly for them, all those mollies or all those flashes are pretty useless in castle as nobody's there. They do manage to get a free smoke a little bit with that that fire extinguisher they pop, but it's not really gonna get much off it. We see Mop finally getting ready, but does a little bit of damage there. So I do see Sergeant did go down. So Cream, I guess, took up the Mop there. I think managed to take out Winter as well. So it is currently 3v3 here. It's not doing too bad, but Hawk is running in, takes out Spartan there on Pit. Is gonna run around, try and go for Meta on that bomb. Is fighting around, but does get taken out by Meta. So it is yeah, it's down to 2v. It's down to 1v2 as Big Man just managed to get rid of Winter there. I think get rid of no, it was my mistake. It was yeah, Big Man got rid of the kid there. So it is just Big Man here now with Cream. And it's the 1v1. Cream obviously does have Mop, but Big Man is on bomb, defusing, as Cream's going to try and have to get around here a little bit.
Oh, quickly.
But I think the hesitation that Cream's having is going to make it really hard for them to actually stop them from doing anything. But nope, I was wrong. Managed to get around, pulls out the LS, pops out Big Man, and the round will go to Pink Pony Club.
Wow. That was a good save. Cream not really connecting with those mob shots, but a very good close range fight. Saw some great shotgun plays as well. Close range Black Tar not quite hitting their shots as quick. Eventually do taking down Hawk, but Hawk did a lot of damage there already. I think if they took out Hawk earlier, they probably were in a better position of defusing that bomb. Very nice pullback by Cream Pod. Pink Pony Club is for the first time this night that they're ahead in games. Congratulations. Very much excited to see if they can actually get a tie. That would be great for them. Getting so closer to getting onto the leaderboard. We're back on Kill House, the great paper wall house. It looks like the attackers are heavily going into checkpoint, wanting to wall charge from hall into crates, getting to bomb. It is a quick push. It is fairly unexpected, so that's good. The only issue is getting through checkpoint. There's going to be a lot of contention on checkpoints. There's people hiding everywhere. People have eyes everywhere. I think just smoking it, like even using 2, maybe even 3 smokes, getting rid of that barb and just rushing through is probably their best bet. The defenders are kind of cheaping out on utility, it seems. Look at that. They have one barbed wire in total.
Huh.
Yeah. Again, the Dawn.
They're bringing the Dawn though, so they're at least bringing a power weapon, I guess. But
Yeah, the Dawn, it's fun, but honestly, if you're wall banging, just grab a neck. Don't grab the Dawn. It's just better. Like, I mean, the Dawn has some very select use cases where you just need 100 bullets down a hallway or down the door, but I don't see that playing out here.
no.
Let's see. I think they're going a bit of an eco round, maybe.
We're seeing. Oh, I think Hawk taking a little bit of damage there actually, trying to get around there. As we do see, I think a rotate out of there. That's just one little guy. Or I think Meta was just in checkpoint trying to get some shots to them. And yeah, they're checking for that now. Actually opening up that door with the shotgun. We see Rocket ready on Pillbox into Hall for anyone to open that door. Opens up, does manage to get a little bit of damage, but doesn't manage to kill anyone. I think did a little bit of damage to Sergeant as we see them start pouring into Hall there. We see a nade go out on Pillbox. I don't think manages to connect with Meta there. They open up that door, immediately takes out Winter. Big Man's going from behind, takes out Hawk. Then we see Wall Charge finally goes down, but Big Man does get taken out from behind. They are in bomb. Cream Pod can start defusing, and Cream Pod is starting defusing as Side is managed to get taken out by Spartan. The kid manages to, I think, take out Meta there, and it's just Spartan trying to run in and stop this push, but will get taken out from behind, and the round will go to Pink Pony Club.
We saw some questionable stuff there. Having a black tar and then switching for your secondary. Even in CQB, the black tar hip firing is just better. The Dawn instantly getting taken out, not getting a single shot off. I wouldn't say I called it, but we were pretty confident that was not the right play, right?
Yeah.
Great plays by Pink Pony Club, taking the Dawn with them. Pretty cool. Saving the Clacker. That's gonna come in very valuable. Yeah. Apparently they got a Clacker. They didn't use a red door last game, did they? They wall charged. No, they wall charged deep inside. Right, yeah. So saving the Clacker, that's very valuable. We're seeing the attackers instantly planning flashbangs out. Very cool. It looks like they're gonna go through Manager, according to those flashbangs. Not the worst idea. Manager accounting and then back into Manager. It does keep your return route quite safe. Very short, very quick. It's just going to be met with a lot of resistance, I have a feeling. If the defenders are spread too thinly, you can get away with it really easily. Make use of that. The defenders are maybe trying to place a reactive barb. They're servers, but they're not in Hall. I don't think that's a amazing barb anyways. Very few spots you can actually play off of that. Maybe from Teller all the way. Yeah, I think if the attackers play it right, they can just avoid every single wire that's on the ground, which wouldn't be too bad, especially since it didn't take any nades or anything to do with that.
I'm kind of surprised how quickly it seems Pink Pony Club is kind of pulling ahead here. And it was like, oh, wow, we were celebrating. Oh, wow, they got, they're up. And now it's like, oh, they're up by 2. And like,
they're actually winning, and they're having the better plan right now, more utility. Well.
Yeah, charge goes out. We see a gun ready on Manager, waiting for everyone. We see a flash go. I think that does manage to flash Winter there, as Winter is going to get rushed, and they're pulling back into accounting as Big Man's got to run out. I don't think managed to get hit by the Dawn there, but the Dawn is going to keep them a little bit in check there. And attackers are kind of playing this very defensively, actually, really. We just Cream Pod, I think, trying to get a flash in there. Flashes go out in accounting. No one really pushing in on those, sadly, because they are getting kind of checked in there, and they're kind of still stuck in Manager as we see a smoke go out, but Psy is going to go down to Winter there. as that smoke isn't really getting anything done. It's going to keep that hold going, but they're not really able to do anything with it. As we see Kid also go down. Sergeant is trying to get in there, see what they can do. Does a little bit of damage to Winter, pulls back, and it is all just for naught because Meta just comes behind and takes him out. As Hawk does manage to get out Rocket. Where is Hawk? Hawk is in lobby. And Cream just goes down by Big Man. It is just Hawk left, and well, he's running around, gets taken out from behind there by
And that's why you check your corners.
and the round will go to Project MKUltra.
Yeah, and there we see it again. Pink Pony Club did have a very good plan. It's just that they sat around in manager way too long, just kind of passively letting the defenders get their bearing, all slowly moving towards accounting, trying to hold that. Taking the Dawn on attack, I don't understand that. It takes 5 body shots to kill somebody. The Dawn doesn't really headshot anyway. And as you saw, he just 1v1 somebody with a neck, and the neck just wins. Like, the Dawn just doesn't win in 1v1s. It's only for a few select use cases. Very well played by Project MKUltra. Lots of people left alive from their part, which means they have a lot of util they can bring with them. They saved their molly, and I believe a extinguisher. So it's definitely got to come in handy. One extra molly to just toss onto beach somewhere. It looks like Pink Pony Club is going for a split push. 3 jungle, 2 beach. It can work. It's just that if the defenders know what they're doing, holding jungle is very easy. Because they're like walking from that red door out jungle. There are like 5 angles where potentially a defender might be hiding. You can't check all of them. It's risky. You definitely need beach to take a few people out before you can safely push that. Again, a lot of contest around castle. The very light beach push means that they don't expect a lot of people to be in castle. They themselves weren't in castle previously, so that's kind of left the attackers an easy castle. I don't think MKUltra is going to give up castle as easily as Pink Pony Club did the previous game. I don't think 2 people was enough to take that castle, especially with all that barb. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that beach push is definitely a little more fraught. That we're gonna see. We're gonna see some problems there.
Very curious to see how they're gonna play this one out.
There we go. We see jungle immediately. We get those flashes out. That might take a little bit of heat off of beach. We do see side take a little bit of damage from that molly there. A mob shot goes up, but doesn't manage to connect. Sadly, see a flash into that jungle. While a lot of them, I don't think are flashed at all. I think we saw a nade into that castle. I'm not sure if it really connected. I think it may have done a little bit of damage here and there. We see another shot. I don't think it connects. But we see Hawk manage to take out Meta. While we see both Cream and Sergeant go down. It is not looking good for Pink Pony Club here, as they have 2 members left, as MKUltra is getting pretty confident, kind of running around. We see Spartan is kind of in a good place to flank them. I don't know if they really know that Spartan's there, as Hawk and Kid are just kind of waiting, trying to see what they can do, trying to see if maybe MKUltra is going to make a mistake. But right now they're just hanging out. I do hear a flash get pulled, so we might see a flash. If we see a flash go out, I think that flash Big Man, but it didn't flash Spartan there. And it certainly, we actually see a double cross there by accident there. Spartan getting taken out by Rocket, but Big Man's gonna walk up, end the silly charade with a shotgun blast, and the round will go to MKUltra.
Big Man with the shotgun. Nice plays by MKUltra. Yeah, like we saw, the beach push really didn't accomplish a whole lot, and then the defender just had castle, and you can't push through jungle towards castle. It's just so disadvantageous. You're in the open, they have a literal castle to protect them. Very brave push. Very good kill they picked up. Firing that tar. Lots of damage close range, but Big Man has a shotgun and that does a bit more damage close range. We're switching again for the second half of the second half. Pink Pony Club now back on the attack with Project MKUltra. On the defense, a fairly popular C-store map, big office, very doable office push, gives access to teller, bathroom, which you don't really want to push into. There's a red door in bathroom. I don't think I've ever seen anybody actually blow that and go through that. There's no much advantage over just going through office. Lights in arcade could be a bit of a walk around. Freezer isn't too bad either. Just walking from freezer to arcade. Arcade gives a nice angle, and in theory you only need to either have freezer arcade or teller bathroom to defuse the bomb. Because the bomb is positioned like between the shelves, which means that either you have the left side or the right side of the bomb secure and you can just start defusing. Maybe a team member with a shotgun that holds the corner. It looks like a torch on entrance. We're gonna see a saber coming out. Crimpot maybe can get some connections. Lots of viewing angles. That torch is gonna be able to give sidelines all the way into arcade and bathroom. That's a pretty good saber position. I think you cut off a lot of rotation with that, don't you think?
Yeah, I think that's gonna help them out trying to get if they just want to stick onto that bomb. Do we? Is it? Wait, are they just all going entrance then, or are they?
Oh yeah, I see a wall charge. I believe they're then all just going entrance.
There we go. Yeah, I was like, I didn't see anything else. So we see saber shots going out. Sergeant managed to get through that molly. Is in alone, which is going to be rough. We do see a nade back, which did damage a little bit of them, but not enough to kill anyone. We're going to see, I just hear tons of flashes ping right on enemies, but no one's close enough to actually do anything about it. We see another flash go out deep, but it's not on. Again, they aren't running in on them, but we do see a couple of them go down. We do see Sergeant and Cream managed to pick up things, but Sergeant does go down, sadly. It is Big Man waiting there, trying to keep those two, Cream and Psy, contested. Well, we do see Winter manage to use, I think, the freezer there to try and get rid of Cream, while we do see Kid walk in and get rid of Rocket. It is Big Man still there, though, and does sadly try and do a little flank, but it doesn't manage to pick anyone up. And it is just Winter who goes down as they are watching arcade, and the round will go to Pink Pony Club.
Yeah, definitely the better play as well. Great plan. A very good Barb place, though, by the defenders. Very well thought out defense. Just not exactly held like they wanted to. Like we talked about before, holding just either side of the bomb. In this case, they hold the bathroom teller side. You start defusing, and everything that walks around the corner, you just shoot it. Exactly played as they wanted it to. They still have the saber. They did use a wall charge.
I thought I was going insane. The ringing, they're ringing the bell over and over again, and I'm just like, what's going on? I was looking left and right, like, what? There's
a little crazy teller bell. I don't believe it does anything, but you can ring it.
I totally just like, what is that sharp noise I keep hearing? What is that? Forgot.
Bing, bing, bing. Yeah, very well played by Pink Pony Club, putting them ahead. Ooh, are we gonna see a tie? Is MKUltra actually gonna give that tie? A very, very fun factory map. We've seen this one before in. Was it Arise versus Chaos? Definitely in one of the preseason matches. That Barb in storage, phenomenal. It doesn't look like it does much, but oh god, it just makes the storage push so much more difficult for Pink Pony Club. We've got a little fan spinning that can either be blown up, torched, or you just turn off the power. At that point it stops spinning and you can walk through it either way. I don't like sniping from fan. I've seen people do it, like walk into fan. It gives great sight lines of conveyor and whatnot. But usually there's just a guy with a Gruber really close. And he just drills. Yeah, have you done it before? I've never successfully actually sniped from fan without dying.
I am definitely not the sniper. I'm usually the entry fragger, but I have seen just, yeah, okay, they're gonna be in there. So just sit under there and just blast them when they go there.
Yeah. I've done it so many times before myself. Just like, oh, there's a fan. Okay, I'll just start holding fan, and as soon as somebody peeks, you just take them out. It's slicing the pie, you know? The sniper is very close to the fan and to the walls, whilst you're further away, so you can see him before they can see you. It's geometrics. But I believe Krempot has completely no care in the world and is gonna snipe anyway. Let's see if the prophecy actually comes true, or if Krempot is gonna take out their entire team.
We do see Meta is watching that sniper, or that fan there. So if they do try and do that, there's definitely at least one person watching. They are doing for that green. We do see Big Man try and think about it, but does gonna rotate out. We do see some flashes go into server farm. That was 2. And we see, 4 of them all pushing in. Is going to try and push in more to that storage. And that is a slightly biffed flash. That's not going to help them get in there. And yeah, Hawk is going to take a little bit of damage from that. I think that actually wasn't from Big Man. I think it was from someone farther. Yeah, that was from Winter, who does get flash. And they're about to find out that Big Man is right there on that barb as well. While Winter does manage to take out Psy. And we see a Molly right on Kid. And he takes a lot of damage there. From that Molly, and then Big Man just swings around and takes out Hawk, but Cream does manage to take out Winter, which is going to make that conveyor push a lot better. But now they're going to have to deal with Big Man in the side there instead, while Meta is still watching that fan. So I think if Cream does try and take another shot through that fan, I don't think he's going to find exactly what he wants. We're going to see Big Man again trying to swing out a little bit, does try and get a little damage, but does get taken out by Sergeant there. And we see Cream again trying to take some shots, but isn't really getting anywhere now that they know that someone's there, especially because that fan is open. So we could try and push through that, but I don't think it'd be a great idea either way. We do see some flashes go out trying to get Meta there. Meta doesn't get hit. We see Mop try and take out Cream, but it doesn't connect. And Cream does manage to jump around, manages to get Meta. It is just Rocket here with the Mop, who is trying to use the LS to get rid of Cream there. But the bomb is getting defused, so he's going to have to make a decision really quickly. And Cream is going to keep him in check. Cream will take out Rocket, and the round will go to Pink Pony Club.
I think that was 100% deserved. The MKUltra did set up a defense, but it almost looked like they copied a defense they've seen before, but don't exactly know how to play around it. Like, they did barb storage, and they had one guy close, one guy further away, so they couldn't be flashbanged at the same time. But then you go and peek them whilst they're not in the barb. Like, why would you do that? The defense as well. Looking into fan, definitely good. But use an SMG for that. You're up against a sniper. Don't 1v1 a sniper with a Legros, which is just a worse sniper. It's they've definitely been played better, but it's very good for Pink Pony Club to utilize on that. It looks like they dropped the Saber in exchange for a mob? Am I saying that right? Did Cram just stole the mob?
I think so.
I guess they like the mob more. Very interesting. I'm not sure how much ammo they used. Did they maybe use a lot of ammo for the mob?
I think they
for the Saber.
About 2 or 3 shots were used. I don't know how many they kept. If they took the whole rack of rounds or if they took a few, but I don't know. Maybe it's just a trophy. You never know. We are in like we're on like Kill House.
We are Kill House, so we're definitely not seeing the mob. I think that's a good decision. 2 shotguns going in. We see 2 door charges. I think they're using one on the red. The other one, honestly, on the green door in construction isn't bad. I think that Pink Pony Club's plan is definitely solid. They definitely have the utility to just get rid of those barb. They also have a spare nade, which if they can toss that into the bomb room, which in this case is hidden inside pillbox, they can just clear that. At which point, start defusing and holding a single door.
And we're going to see, boom, they pop crates open. There's currently no one really watching that. Big Van's the closest one with that shotgun, but we do see the rotate start coming out. We see Pillbox. Ooh, nice shots there from Winter onto Sai, who's going to keep them in that crates there, make them a little too afraid to go into construction. We do see a Molly right on Cream, which can do a lot of damage there. Try and keep them away as well. Lots of wall bangs coming out through now. I don't think too many really connecting. We see I hear a flash going out into that, I think that hallway. We do see Meta is setting up with that auto shot for them to try and go through construction again. Some more shots going through, more flashes going through, but nothing really connecting. I think that was another flash into Pillbox this time. No, it was a nade actually instead. I don't think it managed to hit anyone. And we do see, ooh, Meta managed to get Cream. Oh, we see Hawk get taken down as well as they try and push through. It is just Sergeant Left who's going to go down, and the round goes to MKUltra.
Wow, that
Very
was
quick,
complete
that last bit.
slaughterfest. Yeah, I think that was very deserved, and that's the last one before they're switching again. Yeah, Pink Pony Club playing aggressive, but not utilizing their utility very well. Something you see a lot in with newer players is that they toss a flashbang into a room and then just don't go into that room. They just let it go off. They toss it like it's a frag grenade for some reason. And I think we saw that a few times with Pink Pony Club there, flashbanging Hall and then just holding an angle. I think that could have been played a bit better. The nade into Pillbox is that was definitely the correct thing to do, and it also got a kill expected. It's a shame they couldn't pull it back. We are, however, on C-Store now. Teams have switched. MKUltra on the attack, and Pink Pony Club back on defense. Lots of barbs, lots of good barbs. I really like that barbed wire in storefront, which they've just removed. Great.
The fair part about Chinatown is like, yeah, it's a great plan. This is really work, and they decided not to do it. So instead, they did completely different. So whatever to that idea, you know.
That bathroom barb, that's in range of the red door. If they place that barb and that red door gets blown, it's gone. I did say earlier, nobody blows that red door. So honestly, it's probably a pretty decent barbed wire. Completely messes up bathroom and it's not gonna get blown. That barb in storefront there, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about that. You could push that a bit further up like we saw MKUltra do. Yeah, you could also just use 2 barbed wires there and just completely block that in. I'm not sure about the defense being set up here, but they do have an automatic shotgun, which they are definitely going to utilize. I don't think the attackers are going for bathroom though, so it looks like they want to peek entrance and go office into teller.
Yeah, we're gonna see they're opening up freezer a little bit, so yeah, Hawk's gonna try and play off that a little bit. I think we do have a nope there. We're gonna see that Torch try and open a hole in storefront there. We actually don't have Saber. I'm kind of surprised by that. All right, we see flashes go out. Oh wait, no, I remember why they don't have Saber. Let's see. A lot of shots going through, but nothing's really coming out. We see a little bit of actually Sergeant's taking a lot of damage there. I'm kind of surprised by, I think, from that office there. We're gonna see, yeah, the attackers are mostly in here with Winter. Managed to take out Cream, I think, from that office, actually, from a very, very long shot. But we do see, ooh, a bunch of them down. We see 2 of the attackers and 1 defender down over in the storefront to bathroom area. But we do see Winter's cleaning up on that office, taking out 2 himself, and is now moving into that teller. He's managed to take out the last one there, and the round will go to Project MKUltra.
Very well played by MKUltra. Running around, just finding those kills. Winter getting a 3k rocket on MA Spartan. Also getting a few kills. The attackers now have secured. Oh, and another mistake. Pink Pony Club used both or grabbed both magazines for the auto shotgun. So the attackers now have 36 rounds of auto shotgun, which are just gonna melt. Listen, kids, if you're new, don't pick both mags at the same time. If you die, you just give the attackers so much util. Also, I get that you have an auto shotgun, but not every single time you need to try to get a 4K. Flanking is good, but I think Pink Pony Club was a bit too eager with the flanking and actually just walked into line of sight of a lot of MKUltra's guns. Oh, are we gonna see the funny blowing server farm from the catwalk? We've actually seen this on a preseason match where they blew from the server farm catwalk onto those pipeworks right there. Again, I guess not. I guess they're switching to docks, or I guess not that either. No, they're back. They're back. They're doing the funny stuff. Okay. Well, I say it's funny, but it's actually pretty decent. We have a mob sitting up far, probably the best mob spot there is on this map. I'm kind of missing barbed wires from the defenders. I would like to see the barb in storage back. I would also like to see somebody actually with an SMG holding fan. Where's my util? I think this is definitely the map to use a bit of util on. Especially if it's 5-5. There's 2 Molotovs, but I'm not sure that's gonna cut it. Right? What do you think? Especially against that door charge.
I think they're just trying to play this long. I think that's why we're seeing a lot of long guns. We're seeing 2 Igmars. We're seeing the mop. I think they're just gonna... I mean, then you kind of want the mollies. I don't know. I think they're just trying to just use their long guns, try and see what they can get done with that. I don't think they're too worried about util. I think they just are planning to win their aim duels, basically. Which isn't always a great plan.
It's definitely brave. I think Project MKUltra is better set up for this attack. Their plan, lots in server.
We do see. Ooh, wait, are they? Yeah, that did manage to get some damage on Winter there. As we see a flash gonna. Ooh, there we go. Flash in. Little too close on the flash, but it's definitely something. See a molly going into there, and Sergeant is a full flash and gone very quickly. Well, as his teammate, I think his Hawk, just rotates out, runs away. Why sacrifice 2 when you can only need to sacrifice 1? Yeah, they have server farm. Big Man is himself going to be pushing into storage, and we see the wall charge go out. Let's see if they're ready for that. We see some shots going from Hawk. We see, ooh, Cream managed to take out Big Man. That little flank they had going is now gone. But Rocket does manage to take out Kid, and Spartan managed to take out Hawk as well. So it is just 2 on Pink Pony Club here. 1 in docks. And then 1 on conveyor there with the Cream with the mop. I think managed to get a hit, but not enough to kill. Who does pull out the pistol and take out Rocket Drive, is going for the second one. And oh, they managed to take out they managed to take out a Meta, but sadly they both get taken down by Winter. Winter saving the game there and getting it as a round for Project MKUltra, which now secures a tie.
We're constantly seeing Winter back with that aim, very good aim. Krem, pretty good setup, pretty good kills. Also get a good follow-up instead of reloading the sniper, just following up with a pistol. Very brave, paid off. It's just that, again, the Pink Pony Club, I feel, could have used a bit more util. They lost the mob, or well, different util, I should say. They lost 2 mollies, they lost the mob. I don't think Pink Pony is set up too hot right here. Whilst Project MKUltra now has very powerful defender weapons, which they're gonna definitely use next round. It is 6-5, which means that Pink Pony Club can still tie. Just one more match. This is gonna make the difference. Either MKUltra is gonna take the victory home and it's gonna be 2 points higher on the leaderboard, or Pink Pony Club is gonna tie it, tying the entire match, meaning that Wait. If Pink Pony Club ties this now, that doesn't count as a victory. So does MKUltra still
point.
take the victory home?
They both get 1 point, and then it's by game. So the last game that we had where Project MKUltra won, they got 2 points, and then the tie is both they get 1 point.
Ah, it's like that. All right. So let's see if they can tie it. 1 point for Pink Pony Club would go a long way, as it would increase their points by 50%. Lots of barbs going out in locker and hull. It looks like MKUltra isn't really planning on going through any of those barbs, doing what's previously been done. Crates very aggressively into pillbox. It does require a bit of flashing. I don't think too many defenders are holed up in crates, but you need to push that construction door, that green door, which is fine on its own. But there's a second green door from hull just right next to it, which an attacker could wallbang or just peek out of. So I think the play is to move quickly. Just if there's no barb, just flash it and go in instantly. Don't let them wallbang you. Don't give them time to think about what they want to do. Let's see if MKUltra can actually accomplish that. They do have 2 grenades and a whole lot of flashbangs. Holy hell. Pink Pony.
I mean, it's last
really have
round.
that much detail.
Use them if you got them.
Yeah, this is why you saved your money, kids. Look at that. Look at that matchup. Pink Pony Club broke.
There we go. Flashes go through. Lots of shots. I think there was a little bit of wall bangs. I don't know if they managed to hit anyone, though. Yeah, we're seeing some shots from the Dawn try and hit through that door, but I don't think they're connecting with anyone. In fact, actually, Spartan managed to get... I think that, yeah, that was Sergeant who managed to run in, but did get taken out to where we see them pushing in to Hall there. As we see a little bit of a shot on construction just to get that door open so they can get through that if they want. I think they threw a nade in there. I don't think that connected with anyone. If it did, I think it hit Hawk just a little bit. Oh, Meta walks in, puts his back right to Hawk and gets taken out. So that's that flank on construction that's gone. And we do see someone running in through Hall to try and help out, but they are in pillbox and they are defusing already. And we do see Winter take out someone. When we do see someone try and run into pillbox, but does get taken out. We hear a nade land right next to Winter, and the round and this game will go to Project MKUltra. Picked up 2 games this match.
2 beautiful games, very well fought. The second game, Pink Pony Club almost tying it. Very exciting, but MKUltra pulled themselves together and actually managed to go through with a 3 win streak on attack at the end there. That's just the difference the util makes. 4 attackers still standing. They had flashbangs, they had nades, they had everything. They also had a Dawn. Oh no, the defenders used the Dawn actually, which again, why are we
really
doing
too much?
But the good tries. I'm glad to see Pink Pony Club putting up a bit more of a fight on that one. Wait, it says 1-1. That score ain't right exactly, right? MKUltra won twice.
It's okay. Don't worry. They'll fix it. Yeah. MKUltra managed to pick up 2 games there. It got the first one that we did, where they won 7-5, and then we had this one where I think they won 7-5 as well, actually.
Second one is 7.
Oh, first one's 7-4. I apologize. This one's 7-5. There we go.
Yeah.
1 point difference, but they were cutting it close. There's definitely a lot more competitive than the Rise Tempo matches were. But you still got to see some interesting things here, some weird plays here and there. But I think we did see MKUltra come out on top.
Yeah, the scoreboard is fixed now. MKUltra getting their proper win assigned to them. Very, very good plays. A bit more sloppy than Rise versus Tempo. The mistakes were a bit more... they just played a bit more loose, which gave for some very interesting opportunities. And especially the second match, which we just watched, Winter coming through with some very impressive kill streaks. It's very good damage. I think he's definitely gonna be top of the team on this one. Big Man and Winter both being just absolutely massive players as well. Crimpod, good with the sniper. Lots of sniping from Crimpod, I believe. Multiple hits connected, few misses, which with the mob is quite unforgiving, but I like what we saw.
Yeah, I think we saw some pretty good stuff. I do think I ended up calling Winter for a lot of kills there, so I'm not surprised that they were doing really good. I feel like they were very, very important in a lot of those matches, or a lot of those rounds. I think they picked up, I'm trying to remember if I feel like they got a 4K in the first game, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, they did get a 4K at one point. Yeah.
Yes, they were doing pretty good. I think pretty well. I can't remember exactly who was sniping. Krem was mostly on the mop. Krem had some trouble, I feel like. Had some problems here and there, but I think every now and then I heard some mop shots. I just don't remember if they exactly fully connected all the time, but I don't know. I think those are both pretty fun matches to watch.
They were definitely entertaining. Very fun to see the two different play styles as well. Very close match eventually. MKUltra pulling it back. Congratulations on MKUltra for 2 wins. That means they're up 4 points, if I believe correctly. Which means they're... Give me 1 second. MKUltra goes from 5 to 9 points, which just shoots out above Ratus Ratus, Mos Eisley, Frogs, Cave Dummies, and equals Kupenstein. Of course, a lot of those teams are playing right now, so the stats can still change around, but those 5 to 9, that's going to put them a bit higher on the leaderboard, I think, at the end of the day. Very, very fun matches. Today, for the people still watching, you've witnessed a great game, Due Process. It's on Steam on sale right now, the summer sale. It's 90% off, so you can actually get it for less than $1. 70 cents. Amazingly addictive. It costs less than a candy bar. Just get it. Join us, have fun. Maybe join a Discord, join a few calls. Maybe even join a team, and we'll see you here on the back screen one day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for casting, Sig Gamer. You've got anything else you want to say before we head off?
Not too much. Just excited to see what happens next year. Tomorrow, I think there's going to be 2 more matches, if I remember.
Yeah. Sunday, same time, 2 more matches. Be there or be square.
Yeah. But thank you all, everyone showing up. Thank you to the prod team and everyone for helping get this stream together here. Thank you, Troy, for helping me cast here. I appreciate your color commentary.
Yeah. Great play-by-play by you.
Yeah. But we'll be heading out now. So thank you all for watching. Appreciate it. We'll see you all next time.